Hello, this is Stav, and this is the Good Game Report podcast of the evening with your host, me, Stav. JK, imagine if I did that the entire time. That was the energy the entire time. JK, LOL, yo, what's up, fam? It's Stavy Buckets, your host for the Good Game Report podcast, live right now on Twitch. If you're listening, if you're watching right now and tuning in, what's up? Thank you so much for coming by. If you're listening in the future, again, shoot me those Powerball numbers and let me know what they are, because I want to win. And thank you for listening in the future. Greatly appreciate it. Awesome show lined up tonight. We're going to talk about Fortnite new season. We're going to talk about EA Plays, big week, Apex, Madden, FIFA, Star Wars, a new Skate 4 coming out, ? And some TwitchCon news. And then we're also going to talk about couples who stream. That's the best way I can phrase it. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get there. But couple streaming and the future of couple streaming in the streaming world. So let's bring in the co-host tonight, Mendy. Hello, Mendy. How are you? How are you, sir?
What's up, Stav?
Can I get a year?
Year?
Can I get a double year for the double years in chat?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of your years. We're good there. Let's get to the guest.
All right, bad boy t-shirt.
Let's for those who don't know and those who know, let's give a big, warm GGR welcome to the team of GnxrlyPlays, Sean and Alli, for joining us. How is Team GnxrlyPlays doing tonight? And thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we appreciate you guys having us on. For those, I'm sure some of you guys have seen us on Game Night before. We really appreciate, obviously, you two as the host and the whole GGR community. You guys have been really welcoming to us. And it's just, we met a lot of good people through here. So we're definitely excited about it.
Neat. Alli, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little
nervous.
bit.
Are you just nervous because you found out our first names tonight? It's Steve.
That might have taken the nerves down a little bit.
Okay.
We'll loosen it up a little bit.
I usually try to say like my name's like Stavros or something like that.
Ooh.
Like this like powerful Greek like mythological creature, but I can't. Like,
You can't pull it off.
That would be tough.
Yeah, it would be tough.
Tough.
But I can't. So yeah, it's Steven. That's my professional name. With a V though. Mendy said Stefan. Hate that, dude.
Stefano.
You know, like
Stefano.
before we go completely off the rails, which we're already kind of doing, if you're Steven with a PH, like what are you doing? Like, that's not Steven, that's Stefan. Like, when did the PH make a V sound?
It's definitely not. You can pull out, like Steph Curry, you can pull that off. But you're not,
sure,
you're just a fake ass Steven.
Steph.
So happy you
All right,
said that.
Steve. It's okay.
It's Steve. It's Steve. Nah, it's Stavy Buckets. That's what's up. You know what we're saying? So again, thank you all for coming.
No doubt.
Greatly appreciate it. We were thinking about doing a Fortnite themed podcast, and I was just like, yo, let's just grab the plays. And
The plays.
The plays. That might be the first time we've ever been referenced like that.
The plays. And thank you. You said yes, and we were pumped. So we're gonna have a good night tonight. And we'll have some fun along the way. Maybe we'll see what happens.
Maybe.
We'll see. Maybe not. Time will tell.
For anybody out listening and watching right now that might not know y'all, I love saying y'all like I'm Southern, but I'm not. You might just give them kind of a brief introduction of kind of who the both of you are and what you kind of do.
Yeah, sure. Like you said, we're GnxrlyPlays. That's kind of like I started that by myself, and then she kind of hopped on the bandwagon, and I've been carrying her ever since. But
bold statement.
No, but we both have a history of gaming, like when we were kids, and we've been together for over 5 years now. We played video games the whole time. And to make a long story short, I started streaming, and then once we started taking it seriously, she was a little I don't want to say nervous, but wasn't all with it.
I'm always nervous
to hop on board of streaming. But ever since we started a few months back, we've been loving it. We have a lot of fun.
What was the first games that you said you've both been playing games and like your backgrounds and anything? Did it start on a certain console? Was it a certain game that really connected you to gaming? Everybody kind of has a different road they've taken.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I played a lot of like smaller games like Sly Cooper, like stuff like that, Guitar Heroes, like easy games like that, and then started really getting into it with COD 4 and just like took off from there with every Call of Duty, Fortnite now, Overwatch, love Overwatch. It's like I played the story mode games to start and then got more and more into the competitive side later on.
Yeah. For myself, I have an older brother. He's 3 or 4 years older than me. So I was kind of experienced games at a younger age, and I held on to them ever since. Like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit of Xbox, a little bit of everything. And I mean, I've been a video game nerd for, how old am I? I'm 22, so like 18 years now. It's been nonstop, and maybe a little bit too much sometimes. I think I go a little bit overboard. I think it, as you can see, kind of gets on your nerves a little bit, but I'm a huge video game fanboy.
And Alli, what was that first game you mentioned?
Sly Cooper?
Don't tell me you don't know this stuff.
Is
Come
that
on.
Mendy, why do you do this every time?
You don't know what Sly Cooper is?
Guys, I'm not falling for this. Okay,
No.
it's something Mendy
Oh,
does.
for what?
He reaches out.
It's to the point now where you're just doing it as a joke. There's no way you don't know what Sly Cooper is.
No idea. But no,
No.
You gotta be trolling. I know you are.
Nope. He does this every week.
No.
Every week he reaches out to the guest, and it's like the incoming, let's make Stav look dumb for not knowing a game. And like I just know, like, it happens every week. So like
I'm a really bad liar.
You're on a gaming podcast.
My best friend in the whole world. He has a Sly Cooper tattoo. Like, this isn't fake. Like, it's a great game.
That's tough, bro. Having a Sly Cooper tattoo. That's tough.
He does.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. He's just joking. He's
got it. He's good at trolling.
I wish I was trolling.
Bro, come on.
Sly Cooper's a great game. You should check it out.
There's like 4 games. There's a whole series.
Yeah.
Cool. What is it? Is it a shooter? I mean, what kind of backstory
okay.
did you guys come up with?
When I describe it, it might turn you off. So you're a raccoon. And
There's no way he thinks we're serious.
It sounds like a joke when you explain it.
I mean,
and you're trying to steal the Thievius Raccoonus.
The Thievius Raccoonus that was in your family. You got to get into it. Chad, you guys
help us out here.
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. We got raccoons stealing other raccoons' things, and what?
I promise it's a real game.
Sure. Chris does this every week to me.
Come
on,
Chris.
Oh man.
Yeah, I went to the Chris.
You went there.
I went to Chris on that one. All right, so sweet. So, Alli, you remember playing a made up game? Gnarly, what was one game that, like, the first game you can remember that really connected you?
First game, I would say probably Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1. Just because, like I said, I have an older brother, so I started really young, and that's kind of the first thing that got me started. And then Sly Cooper is definitely one of my favorite games of all time.
Do you know what Crash Bandicoot is?
That's a pretty popular one too.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fox is more realistic.
Get out of here. That's what I gotta do.
And then I got huge into Call of Duty, like every single one, up until late. And then we discovered Fortnite, and it actually started. She would watch me play all the time, and she was like, she knew everything about the game. She could tell you how to play, how to win it, but she never like actually played it. But then I don't know why she decided to actually finally pull the trigger, and we've been grinding that for a while. We have a lot of fun.
I remember why I pulled the trigger. We can say that for the later discussion.
Well, yeah, we'll get into it later.
All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there a favorite game of all time that each of you kind of has? Like, of all time?
I'm gonna have to go with Sly Cooper.
I might be Sly Cooper. If I'll change it up. I'll go probably Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That might be my
Call
favorite
of Duty
game.
Black Ops 2 is probably
I forgot
mine.
you guys had this huge debate.
We're not getting into this.
That's a big debate between us. It's like a domestic problem.
It's a hot button issue.
Okay, we won't go there. Excellent. You know what? After what we just went through right here, I would really like to pull up like old games, like you mentioned right there, and you kind of give like a 1-sentence like review of what it
Review?
is.
Oh my god!
Because it would just sound so funny, just like a raccoon terrorizes a house to try to go in and steal something, or Crash Bandicoot. It's like you're a fox, you have to jump over logs and enemies and get coins as you make your way down a trail. Like I think it'd be just really funny to like try to summarize a game up in 1 sentence. And
Optimus Magnum knows what it is.
Hell yeah!
Like Sonic the Hedgehog, you're
Here.
You're
blue super speed hedgehog.
You spin really fast, collect coins, and you try to eliminate the I don't know, like it just
as hedgehogs normally do.
Yes, like your normal run-of-the-mill hedgehog out there, like, hanging out. All right, so let's get right into it here. Y'all mentioned Fortnite a bunch. You play a lot of Fortnite. But real quick, let's talk about the scary streams that do you want to do the scary streams now, or you want to save that for the general discussion 2-1?
Whatever you would like. You are in charge here.
Let's do it for that one. I'm going to save it for that one.
Okay.
I think that's really one of like the cool things with the streams that you guys do. So we'll save it for there. Let's get into the Fortnite stuff here. The best game going currently on the internet is so Fortnite new season finally came, delayed a couple weeks, but finally came out this week. We had the event that took place on Monday at 2 p.m. And then we had the new season that came out Wednesday. So let's do the event first. Where you guys weren't able to get into the event?
No, we weren't able to get into it. And I was half watching it because I was actually at work at the time. So I was kind of peeking back and forth from the phone, so I didn't really get to see the whole thing. But she was watching it.
Stav was furious that the event was during a work day. He was
so
upset.
Why did they do it at 2 p.m.? I don't understand. It makes why not put it like prime time so everybody can see it?
Stav, you listening to this? This was you a week ago.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's just like 2 p.m. on a Monday. What?
Why? It doesn't make any sense.
So we'll start with Alli and Sean first. What do you guys think of the event? And strictly in terms of the event,
right?
Because I have more venting to do about the overall aspect of the event after. So the event itself, graphics, what'd you think?
I thought it was cool. I think that they're really starting to push this whole like event thing more and more, like the Travis Scott event, the Marshmallow, is that what it's called, event? I think they're really trying to capitalize with them. I don't think that it like tied the story together. Like I expected to like understand like, oh, this is what the whole season was about and what's going to happen next. And I don't think that it did that, but it was really cool to watch. Like the power sources looked cool. I was like locked in the whole time. It held my attention. It just didn't necessarily make sense. And I also don't think that it made sense to have the event and then like the season not start for another 2 days. I feel like it would have made sense to have the event leading into the new season, like drop you into the new map.
Isn't that what they haven't? Is that what they were doing before?
There's been a couple events like Tilt that gets broken down and then like you deal with that, or like Retail Row gets messed up and then like you deal with like the carnage for a little bit.
Gotcha.
And then you get into the new one.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like, I would love for it just to go straight into the new season. Like this one, the only thing that really changed was the agency was ruined and there was water.
That was the storm, yeah. So it didn't really make a big impact. I didn't know the story. Something was going on with the storm circles were acting all crazy, and then our viewers were like, "Oh, it's because Midas is in control of the storm." And I was like, "How are you guys hearing this? I don't know. Are these just rumors?" Like I didn't really get the story, and then the event was like she said, it was like pleasing. It was like aesthetically pleasing. It was nice to watch, but I was still had no idea. I don't know what happened to the characters. I don't even know what happened. And then 2 days later, it was just like, oh, well, here's a new season. So
there was like that real life scene too with like Agent Jones.
Yeah,
I didn't. Came and he was like, "You can hear me." Like what? Yeah. What was that?
Are we in a simulation? Yeah, I don't really know what it was.
True.
Mendy, what do you think? Mendy and I were watching it together in a Discord chat, trying to figure out what was really going on. So, Mendy, what'd you think?
I thought it was cool watching it. Why? I had no idea what the heck was going on though. So I'm kind of glad that people that do frequently play the game were also a bit confused by it.
Right.
So I don't know, but at the same time, not a lot of interesting things happened. Like the poles went up, electricity was going around, and then it was like boom. Now there's water instead of
why? I don't know.
the water is like the new storm, and
it's not anymore. It was just for those 2 days.
Oh,
yeah,
it was just for the.
And then it was like boom, and then it flooded the map, I guess. But there was no like second event, right? Like it was just that, and then it was like boom, new map with water. It would have been cool if they showed it getting flooded or some sort of story to transition you in.
And getting stuck in the water storm, I don't know really what to call it, sucked because you can't outswim it. Like you couldn't really get through, and the longer you were in it, the like further up you got. And I don't think that you could swim down unless we just missed something. So if it shot you out, if you somehow figure out how to swim out of it and it shot you out, it shot you for you to fall and die.
If you get in the storm, you're just dead. I don't know.
I didn't play after I saw Tim the Tatman die from fall damage being shot out. On Monday, I was just like, nope, not going to do this. I'm going to get wicked pissed at the game if I get touched by that storm. So I was just like, nope, not playing it to the new season. But my take on the event, here we go. The event wise, it was what it was. It was something.
This man's heartbroken.
There was no correlation to like the entire season, and like I watch Cypher PK a lot, who goes into like detail. Like he'll get like the codes that are in the system, and like he linked it all and said that there was going to be a flood. And I was like, okay, cool. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the entire season. The season had zero build-up, had zero storyline. Like, I wanted maybe all the bosses fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like, you take Midas versus Brutus or Deadpool.
Something,
You have a crazy combined battle scene at the end. You got none of that. You literally just had Midas in the middle, waving his wands around and creating a storm. I heard that he's like trying to fight back against the people up top running the simulation.
Yeah.
But still, like that's from Cypher, who has to do all these code cracking to figure it out. Like, don't give that to us.
Yeah.
Well, just get to the point. Give us a storyline. Give us patch notes so we know what the frick is going on.
What's actually changing? Yeah.
And then you can kind of tie it all together. The event was okay. Like it looked cool. And then all of a sudden it's a brand new season. What's the storyline for this season?
There was no explanation. It's just
it used to be connected. It used to be connected into each other.
Yeah.
And it's just not anymore. And is it them getting lazy? I don't know. Are they just sitting back on their money and just saying like they're just gonna keep playing regardless of what we do, so we don't have to work? I don't know. But like I said before, I want them to have a storyline the entire season. Starting week 1, when you do a new update in week 2, it's because of the end plan, and you can see it build from week 1 to week 10 or week 12 or week 20 with what they're doing now. They just keep postponing everything. So just give me a storyline, because this one didn't have a storyline.
They were pretty good in the earlier seasons, and they did updates every few weeks. It kept it fresh. The game didn't really get stale. And like you said, I don't know obviously they've always been kind of like a cash grab with all the skins and stuff, which is whatever. Like it's not pay to win. You can buy skins. It doesn't affect you. But when they're putting more effort into a Travis Scott event and skins that mean nothing, and it's like they just spent, I don't know how much it takes to animate that, say $1 million to do that, but they're not changing the problems in the game that the community's been complaining about for weeks or months at a time. It seems, I don't want to say like a cop out, but it's like you can kind of see where their priorities are.
And this has just been all based on the event right now, just to let you know. like there's been like so much that happened this week in Fortnite that I just want to talk about, and I still have to stay on the event because I think there was some inside.
Like, is there more stuff, or this is it now?
It's a new season, but it seems like they have sort of a plan now. Like apparently the war is going to kind of come back and it'll reveal more of the map. But as far as the event, I don't think there's any more events. I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, like that was it. Real quick on the event. This might not be real quick, but real quick on the event. Shame on you, Epic. Okay, figure this out, because I think there was something going on with Epic and content creators. Whether it's Twitch partners or YouTube people, like you have a certain criteria. I think you were given access to go in, and they're saying, all right, we want you to stream this.
Stream it, yeah, that's exactly right.
You're going to get crazy views,
which they
promote
did.
your Twitch primes, promote your free subs or something like that. And I think that's what happened.
It's gotta be. There was no other limited capacity event. Why would there need to be a limited capacity? Like that doesn't make sense.
And so like I tried logging in at 1:15 and it said 1:30, and like I was starting to get it, and I was like, oh boy, here we go again. Like I'm not gonna be able to get in.
Yeah.
I missed the Star Wars one. I was completely fine with that. Didn't care. It ended up being terrible. This one, I didn't need to be there, I guess, but I wish I could have been there to experience it. So I started loading up my PlayStation 4, and I was like, update, see if I can get into my PlayStation. Couldn't. And then you had all these streamers together, right? And they don't care. Like they're not saying anything like, "Oh man, like everybody can't get in. That sucks. I feel bad." They didn't care. They didn't give a single, pardon my language, shit about the rest of the community because they were crushing views.
Oh,
they were
getting it.
They were getting the subs, the donations, the Twitch primes. They didn't say one thing. They'd be like, "Oh, like how is Epic doing this again?" Because they knew. They must have known.
They had to because they have people like Tim the Tatman who hasn't played Fortnite in God knows how long, and there he is sitting with. And all right, first of all, I love him. I think he's a great streamer, but he's sitting there with whatever 150,000 viewers. I'm sure I wouldn't be complaining either.
He started a gifted sub train too. Like he gifted people subs, and then the train just kept going. And under 3 minutes, he got like 2,000 subs.
I saw that.
This is what he did, Alli. He just did this. He went full screen. I go, this is what Tim's gonna do.
This is it.
And he just goes, Twitch Prime, and then just sat back, and it was
and just made 15K right there.
There were people
Nuts.
getting 50, 100 subs at a time.
I saw that. Some people were
Just
getting
so-
like
which is so
100
much.
subs.
It's ridiculous.
I knew there was something going on, and it's a conspiracy theory of mine that I'm just connecting too many dots, and I'm just saying like
You're just crazy, Steve.
I'm a lunatic over here, but like they didn't say anything, and like I wonder if like in the past if they couldn't get in, they were like, Fortnite, if you want us to stream these events and get people to play this game because we stream it, like you need to let us in before the other people.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this one, I was like, okay.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Not play the game. All right, so that was the event. Anybody else want to add anything to the event? I thought the event was okay. I thought the capacity to like the 10% was strange.
I thought it was cool. I just would have hoped for something a little bit more spectacular because the Travis Scott concert event that was awesome. So they got to step their game up. That's all I got to say about it, really.
So with how quick the event was, we got thrown right into a new season. Fortnite, Waterworld, live now on all Epic stores. So before we go into our kind of general thoughts about how we feel about the game currently, a lot has changed, obviously. So we'll go over some of the new stuff that's now in Fortnite. We'll start off with the obvious, the map change. 60% water now. Okay. What's inside the water though? There's a couple new things inside there. Sean, Alli, do you want to kind of talk about what hides in the waves?
Sharks.
Sharks. I don't know if you guys saw the clip of her. She got literally jump scared, screamed by a shark.
I did the same thing. It's okay.
And I just like was talking about something and just looked up, and a giant shark just like jumped at me. It scared me.
Like you said, it's not all water. Most of it's water. There's a few new name locations. Some of them are kind of interesting, but even some of the name locations are like 50-60% water. So the amount of loot's cut down. It seems like it's hard to get mats now because instead of there being trees and cars and stuff like that, it's just water. I don't know. There's some new I guess I don't know what you would call them. Kind of how like there was like the agency with like the bosses like Midas and stuff. There's new places like that still have like the non CPUs that you have to fight and get it. I'm not really crazy about that. I can get kind of annoying at sometimes. But I'm hoping that it opens up more because this water's it can get a little frustrating.
And the one new place that I like, which is the bots, is the like the Kit's garage or whatever it is, and it's a mini cat controlling a giant robot, which is pretty cool. I love. I think Kit rocks. And there's a bunch of new weapons there, but the bots with him are crazy good now. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
it's hard to go in there. Like, you could destroy Midas and Brutus pretty easily, but like you go to Kit's like place now, like Kit's tough to defend, and then there's two sides at this Kit's place that are shooting at you. So there's a lot going on at these new POIs. But let's translate into the new guns that are out there now. You get some pretty cool new weapons over at Kit's place. You get what is it, a shockwave?
The impulse launcher.
Like pretty kind of cool. You can use it as a team and use it as mobility.
That's true.
If you shoot someone, does it launch them away?
Yeah, it's like I don't.
You both.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the shockwave grenades from way back. It's sort of same sort of idea.
Those should still be in the game. Those things are absolutely phenomenal.
I agree with that.
I was watching Tfue play earlier, and they all got into a little corner of a build, and he shot it down, and the three launched out together, kind of like a launch pad, like a team launch pad. So you can get pretty creative with it. It's definitely different and something new that you're gonna have to work with. But it's good for mobility. It's good to separate a fight and kind of restart. He also drops, I believe, the gold. Let's talk about shotguns. He drops the gold shotgun there. They completely switched to the shotgun game now.
True. Yeah, they did.
So
I still don't get the charged shotguns. You guys gotta.
This ain't your granddad's boomers Fortnite anymore. There's no pumps. Pump burst tack. It's not. I don't even know what to call it. It's pre-fire or pre-charged shotgun versus the tack. Are you guys using the tacks only now, or have you tried the charge?
I have always been a big tack girl. I hated the pumps. I cannot. Maybe I don't hit my shots enough. I don't know what it is, but I've never had very good luck with the pump in general. So when I heard about the charge, I was like, okay, so it's just like a pump that can build more power if you hold the trigger for longer. But I've tried them out when I don't have attack as an option. And I'll take any rarity tack, but I would take a blue charge over a gray tack if that were my option. But if I'm left with like green of both, like I'm taking the tack every time. I think it's gonna be more important to have a faster fire rate and a bigger clip than that power. I don't think it does enough damage difference to really justify taking away from the fire rate and clip size.
I'm kind of interested to see how it's going to be played kind of at the top level, because it's definitely interesting. It can definitely do a lot of damage, but I mean, like you said, you have to pre-charge it. So if you're in the middle of a build fight, if you take the time to pre-charge it, like you better hit that shot, or you're kind of screwed. So I think it's kind of interesting. I think people are definitely just going to stick with tax because one, they're familiar with it, and two, it's just easier. It's definitely easier than the other one.
Mendy, in the games that you played the other night, what was your initial thoughts on the charged shotgun versus the tack?
I don't get the charged shotgun. I was charging it up. I was shooting people, and it would be like 30, 38. And I'm like, what's the point of me holding down for like 5 or 8 seconds just to get like some whack-ass number from it? I want that to rip. I want that to be a one-hit kill if I'm charging that thing.
Reward for charging and hitting somebody.
I don't know if I was doing it wrong. I don't know. Like maybe I was too far away. I'm not quite sure.
I feel like you have to be pretty close range, because the same thing happened to me. It's not like I had a gray one. I don't remember what color I have, but I remember it not being gray. And I charged it and hit it, and it hit for 37. And I was like, wow, that was really glad I did that.
I'm glad I wasted 8 seconds to charge this gun to get like the worst number that I can get out of this.
Yes.
I would honestly right now, and this is just me, I think the more the higher skill players get used to the charge, it was kind of like the combat. You remember when the combat came out and everybody was like, this stinks.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, this thing's goated, bro.
OP,
It took like 4 weeks though. So I'm interested to see if people start using this new shotgun. There's like, you know what? This is pretty
it might change up some of the mechanics. It might change some of the build fights, because if you got somebody charging, you're not just going to push into their box, or you're going to get hit. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out.
I would take a gray tack over just about any colored charged shotgun at this point. I would rather risk getting the max like 100 or 93 with the tack and switching over to an SMG.
Yeah.
But I would rather take the quick like 40 to 45 shot.
Yeah.
And then switch over to SMG. Like, that's just what I would prefer at this point. Like, I'm not good enough where I can charge that shotgun and hit for 90 and then do my SMG. Like, that's just not going to happen. I'd rather have the two tacks, take the risk of maybe hitting a 90 or a 20. But to me, I just think it's a little more balanced than the charge. Let's see what happens with the charge, but completely shaking up your shotgun game. This got him in trouble a couple seasons ago when they took out the pump initially and they put like the automatic shotgun in.
Oh yeah,
with the combat, and then there was no tax, there was no pumps. It was the combat versus the automatic shotgun. So
it's weird to me that they would even take out the pump shotgun because that's like their staple. That's like their
OG,
that's what they're so known for.
The most recent pump was balanced. The blue, like the green and the blue, it wasn't OP.
Yeah.
The blue used to be OP. The spazzes you can still hit for like the 200 and the 220s. Yeah. Maybe if they made those like more rare or cost more money when farming or something like that, they could have done it. But I liked the green and the blue pump in the last season. I thought it was fine. Stop messing with your shotguns. Just stop. Just stop. Get a shotgun system.
The shotguns aren't the problem.
And just go with it because they weren't OP last season.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I would say. The shotguns weren't the problem. They're not what people cared about.
Yeah,
at all. No one cared.
If you're not hearing about it, that means it's fine. That means it's fine. I didn't see a single tweet about the shotguns are too unbalanced or too OP. So just leave it. Stop touching the shotguns. Okay.
Ran over.
I like the new other weapons, hunting rifles back in the game.
Oh yeah,
love that.
Me too.
Even though they made it like a Nerf sounding, so it's not like a sniper sound anymore. It's real weird.
Whatever. Yeah.
Still rips.
It sounds like you're shooting a pillow at them. It's like enjoy your sleep.
Enjoy your sleep.
I love the hunting rifle.
Yeah, me too.
It seems a little laggy. I remember shooting it the other day, and I was just like, it like goes like down. It doesn't look like it follows your cursor that I was really used to in the past. So I don't know if they just changed it a lot. It's just a very good weapon. It's a clean weapon. They put the basic sniper back in the game, the blue. Which is awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
big
that was
sniper girl.
I thought that was a perfect sniper rifle. What else? They put the P90 back in the game, which is
rips.
That thing is crazy.
There's actually a better P90 or a better SMG in the game than the P90s right now. It's even better than the Tommy gun. I was watching a Cypher video on it. The rapid fire purple and gold have the fastest fire rate out there. So if you can get your hands on a blue,
I feel like I haven't seen that yet. I feel like I always see blue ones.
And then you upgrade it to
purple. Okay, I didn't know you could upgrade it.
There's purple. The purple spawns inside, like vaults, like in the vault in the agency or something like that, in a round. But if you upgrade it to a purple or gold, it's a faster fire rate than even the Tommy gun that's at the authority.
Yeah.
So look out for this weapon because I think a lot of people are going to try to get their hands on it.
Yeah.
Because this thing's stupid. And,
maybe I'll try it. I love the P90. The P90 and the snipers are my favorite in the game. So
Sniper did an entire video about how it's better than the P90, and then he took it over the Tommy gun that was in the authority earlier today when I was watching him.
Wow.
So keep your eye out for the rapid SMG. Because I think you're going to start seeing it a lot. Any other new guns that we've seen out there? The hunting rifle P90 I wanted to hit on. The shotguns. They put the grapple gun. It's kind of like the Batman grapple gun.
Yeah, where you can fly after. Yeah.
Which I like because I think it was too OP. I think the grapple was too crazy. You could grapple up and just pump someone.
Yeah, right on top.
I like how it's kind of a mobility thing now. It's not to gain high ground because you have to reset kind of.
Yeah.
So I think it's balanced. I do. I like the grapple gun. I thought it was cool to take high ground and immediately be on the offensive side. But now it's just strictly mobility. trying to think of some other ones that I saw.
Some chug jugs.
Yeah.
Chug Splash.
There's like a bunch of fruit that you can get if
Oh yeah,
you.
what's up with the bananas and all this other stuff?
There's cabbage, there's corn. I was like, good job, Epic. Thank you for putting them all in there.
So they added those things. I think that's a lot of the stuff. We might have missed one or two, but just play it yourself, silly. So mobility, you have the new grappler that we have. Launch pads are obviously still in it. The water has like whirlwinds that can shoot you out, and then you can fly. Love that. They're gonna have cars.
Trucks. I can't wait to drive a truck
Yeah,
around the map.
Interested to see how that works in a map that's 60% water, but hopefully you have a good car guy that you can bring it to after you crash it into the river.
I'm excited for the water levels to start dropping too. That's the weekly update. The water levels are supposed to go down so that you can drive the cars and trucks. I'm excited to see like what it reveals in the map, if they do anything different, or if
you think that's why it's delayed right now. It's because the water levels are too high.
Yeah. That's like I'm pretty sure
everybody would be on the dry land part, so like they'd be like, "Oh, I want to drive cars." So like 60% of the map that was land at the 40% that was that makes sense for the delay now.
Stav, where were we? We landed at some spot and it was like all water and there was houses there, but we couldn't get in the houses, but it was underwater. Is that just gonna be a new
like
part of the map?
spots.
I think that's kind of cool because it shows that it's not just water. Like it was actually flooded. Like you can still see like the cars and the houses in the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, I mean, if they do these weekly updates, I mean, hopefully it'll keep it nice and fresh because the end of this season, the past like month and a half, it was a grind. It was just the same thing.
At least it's a storyline, you know
that's
cool.
true.
And you're gonna have to dry out all these houses, or else they're gonna fold like a house of cards, right? Like, come on. What was the other mobility? Oh, you can ride sharks. Who doesn't love that?
I want to do that. I haven't done it yet. I'm
Nuts.
upset.
I think I saw Mendy doing that on his jet ski stream last week or so. He was on a shark.
I think they stole the idea from Mendy out there jet skiing.
Well,
Fortnite saw that right before the update went out and was like, "We got to do it. We got to do it.
We got to do it." Yeah, you can ride sharks. Have fun. You take a fishing rod that you find, you chuck it, the shark bites it like you're fishing, and then you are off and running.
You're going.
Get ready for a lot of phase clips that involve sharks because
trick shots and
I've already seen a couple of them pop out. So
they do damage to you too, and if you kill them, you get the guns that they ate.
Is that how it works?
They've dropped guns, and we're like, what? Yeah, sure, why not?
We killed the shark hoping that we would get something cool out of it, and it was like an SMG and something else. I don't remember.
Yikes!
I was like, we just put so many bullets into this.
Yeah,
and it dropped the blue SMG. I was like, you got to be kidding me!
I thought it was gonna be like a pinata or something, and it was just like 2 items, and I was like, oh, this is whack.
Corn and some cabbage.
The other new thing that I noticed were these marauders that fall from the sky. It's like a comet of bad guys out to get you.
What is Fortnite? Like, someone explain
I don't know. So it's like a crew of bad guys that come from the sky and just try to mess you up and sends you back to the lobby. And like these are bots, but they're good. Like
they're good bots.
And there's like 7 or 8 of them.
There's a lot.
I don't know. Did I miss something? I don't really get what they are or why they're there.
I think it's from the people up top.
Oh, they're
controlling us.
They're like, all right, these people have maybe too free of like a rotation. You need to slow them down. I don't know, but I think they're sending them in from up top.
Yeah.
They're annoying, but I'm willing to deal with the annoying for a little bit if they hopefully turn that into more of a storyline. Like I'll deal with it, but if they end up meaning nothing, I'm gonna be like, great, thank you.
I think that's what we're going to start to see, and what we saw a little bit in the event is that it's a simulation. People are running it up top, and I think that's where the Marauders are coming from.
Yeah.
But you can't just go off by yourself in a squad and take care of them because you're going to get bodied. I think that's what Scoot did the other night, Mendy, when we were playing. Yeah, he's like, I got these nerds.
He gets bodies all the time.
and he died. So those are new. Anything else new that you guys can think of? I just want to cover kind of all the changes, all the new changes. That was most of them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it gameplay wise.
Okay, so what do we think? What do we like about it? We'll start with the team plays over there. Alli, if you want to go first.
Yeah. I am still debating whether or not I actually like it or whether or not I was just so over last season that like anything new would have worked for me. So I think they gave us a lot of changes at once, which is really great. If they didn't do that, I would have been really confused because then it's like, well, what took so long? Because that last season was like 3.5 months. But I'm still having fun playing it. We played it a few days ago, and our last game I think was the first time that I like got off after streaming Fortnite and wasn't like, I hate this game. Like I finally like had fun again playing.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah. Me too. I would say for now it's definitely fun. Like she said, honestly it's probably just because the game was so stale for like 2 months. So like she said, anything new is good, but I can, as long as they kind of update it. I mean, if we have this map with the same thing for the next month and a half, I'm sure that it's going to get old. But hopefully, it seems like all we've been hearing is that they're every few weeks, maybe the water will come back or will bring the story along. And I feel like that's why Fortnite was so good in the first place, because it seemed like there was always something new and fun to do. But as of right now, playing it a few nights, this is the first time we've had like real fun on Fortnite in a while. We'll play a game and we'll just drive around on a boat and screw around and then just having fun. Because I mean, if anybody in here has seen our gameplay, we play a lot of Fortnite, but we're not very good at it. So we like to have some fun, but I'm kind of nervous. I guess we'll see how it unfolds over the next few weeks.
Cool. Mendy, what do you like?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. So obviously, I don't really play Fortnite a whole lot. It's kind of whatever to me at this point. But I played with Stav, Scoot, Magic the other day, and I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was like a new map, so you get to explore. It was like a little adventure. There's sharks in there. Sharks are lit. It's tough. And I actually, like, I'm not even trying to upset Stav, but I actually had a fun time doing it. But I can see why people who do like Fortnite a lot and the people who are on the competitive side of it would hate it, because it just completely took away the whole like competitiveness of it. It's just, you can just run around, do whatever the heck you want. And you can do like fun things.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. So people like us, that's good, because we just like having funny clips and stuff like that. But people who are taking this game serious and who are like making money off of it, it's probably infuriating.
Yeah, so I can understand why people would hate it. I thought it was fun. I think it's meant for new players. I think it's to bring the old players back in. I don't think it's meant for like the hardcore Fortnite players. Yeah. So I can understand why people who are upset with it. Because if I were in their shoes, I'd probably be pissed off about it as well. But I like it. I probably won't go out of my way to do it. But if like Stav was like, hey, we need another person for Fortnite, you want to join in? I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Well, you won't be getting that call anytime soon, Mendy, because what I liked about the new season. I like the new guns. I think the new gun pool was cool. I really like the hunting rifle. It's one of my favorite weapons. It's definitely a fun, chilled out feel to it and vibe to it.
Yeah,
I liked it, but at the same time, like a year ago or like 6 seasons ago, whatever, there was a good combination of both. You could do the content, you could have your fun, but you could also like be competitive at the same time. It was just perfect, and I don't know what happened that got it to the point where it is now, where like you need to have a super fun go to like a theme park and play to have fun, and like I just don't know how we landed at this spot. I hate the water. I think the water's crazy. 60%. I'd love to see it go down. I'd love to get a storyline going. I died to a shark the first game I played. I was pissed.
Welcome back.
Like the sharks are like cool though. Like it's like another fun thing to do. Once you start driving the cars, that'll be fun. With that being said, I just have no interest in it. Like it's just that this map kind of did it for me. And
I was gonna say, I think maybe changing the map to be the fun thing was probably not the right thing to do. I think they, like you said, they had a good balance when the map was normal, but they had a lot of fun items like the shockwave grenades and stuff you could like just mess with people. That's kind of fun. That way you have a good balance. That way the good players
The boogie bombs.
will still, boogie bombs, like that's fun. But like to make the whole map around that, you're kind of like cutting half the community out, and I can see why that would be frustrating.
I think maybe they misinterpreted what the community meant when we were bored. We weren't bored because we wanted more like
a theme park,
fun things to do. We were bored because we had all of the same things. Like something different that wasn't revolving around being fun would have worked just as well. Like you said, it's not bad for us because that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't see it being like competitive at all.
Yeah.
Like
it's and like the speed of the game, I don't know what it is. Like you land first circle, there's like 16, 20 people left. It's like, come on, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it slows down.
And is it because the bots are in the game? Is it because people are all landing at the same places now? And
that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
And this all started last season, right? Like it never happened before.
It was it's because they added all the mythic weapons. Because for the first month of the season, you have 60 out of the 100 players landing at either the agency or the yacht or somewhere to get that gun, and then
play the
which
game.
is fun. But then the next 10 minutes of the game, where there's 30 people on a huge map, it gets boring.
You're just running around collecting mats and
doing nothing. Yeah.
And now to kill that time, you're just riding sharks.
Yeah.
Or going to like junkyards that are above the water. Like so. I'm not like I am trashing it, but at the same time, I'm not like I think the weapons they added were cool to be back. So I guess what I dislike, I would just say the overall feel of it. I don't know. What is there anything you guys strongly dislike about the new season? Is it kind of what we just talked about right there with the timing, the pacing of the game?
Yeah, a little bit of that. I don't know. I think the water is going to get old really quick. It kind of makes it easier. Like you don't really get stuck in the storm anymore because you can just swim out. But like you said, it's so slow, and God forbid you're in the middle of the water and you see somebody else. Like, it's kind of like, what are you going to do now?
You can build.
Yeah, it's a weird mechanic. I don't know. hopefully this water gets out of here soon.
I feel like this is a mildly unpopular opinion, but I don't like the changes to the burst. They changed it to the 2-round burst.
Good job bringing that up.
They changed it to the 2-round burst, and it's more powerful, which I get, but I don't know. I wasn't a big burst fan to start. Now I'm like really not. I think
it made the gray, green, and blue, like the FAMAS burst. I think it made that better, but the AUG is like garbage now. We were playing, and it took like 4 or 5 bursts just to shoot through one wall. So it's like if you're not hitting them right on, then you're kind of screwed. I would rather just take a normal AR over the burst anyway.
I did, and I reference Cypher a lot because he does like specific YouTube videos on the new stuff. So he's just like very knowledgeable when it comes to these things. So I take his opinion, and it holds a lot of ground to me.
Yeah.
He was saying that the new AUG is decent because it gets you to that first shot accuracy a little bit faster, where the third bullet in the old ones would kind of always be that one that shot out crazy. Yeah. But if you're going through a build, so the AUG was so good going through the build, is because that third bullet would go in and break the wall.
Yeah.
But he says now it's a little more accurate with the 2 shots. It throws me off. Like an AUG to me should always be 3.
Yeah, it doesn't sound. Yeah.
So the 2 throws me off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I understand what he's saying because that first shot, aim assist or whatever your first aim is, it's always more accurate on the first shot.
Yeah.
It gets you back to that quicker.
That's
so
true.
I understand it. I didn't like using it the other night though, because it just felt weird. Like I'm used to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
slow.
1, 2, 3. And now it's just like, imagine like dialing a phone number like beep 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 beep. Like it's just not weird. It's like
not
beep,
right.
beep,
Yeah.
Beep 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 beep. Like it just has like it's one of those things that has a flow.
That's
and
true.
AUG to me, AUG to me should always be the 3. Always be the 3. You guys ever seen King of Queens or
what is
it?
it?
King of Queens, yeah.
It's It's one of Kevin James's like bits that he's always done in like every show. It's just like, give me the telephone like rhythm. There's like a certain rhythm that comes with it, and that's what the AUG is to me. It's like the telephone, like you give your number out, and so that's what the AUG should be to me. But thank you for bringing that up, Alli, because we forgot about that one. We did forget about that one. Let's see. Competitive are people gonna play this competitive mode? Are they gonna switch to another one? Like, what do we think? We'll start with Alli again.
I think that the people who are already making money from playing competitive are gonna keep playing competitive because, like, you're already making money. Yeah, you might as well stop. I feel like the like grind per se to like get to the like really competitive level where you can make money is gonna die out. I think that they're gonna go to other games like Warzone, PUBG, stuff like that to really be in a more competitive thing. I think when Warzone first came out, and it was like Fortnite versus Warzone, then I think there was like some head-to-head action. Now, as far as competitive goes, I feel like Fortnite's not even close to Warzone now.
Yeah, it's kind of not like how it was back in the heyday. Now you're seeing all the big tournaments. You're seeing all the Warzone ones.
Warzone has taken over. I think we said this before. I was like, I'm surprised it's as popular as it is now, but at the same time, it's like it's doing great still.
Like,
that's interesting that you.
But
guys
what else are you gonna play? Is that's people's mentality now? It's just like, well, I don't want to play this, so like, I guess I'll do Warzone.
It's like no matter what you're playing, you're gonna play a battle royale because that's what it seems like every single game is now. But I don't know. Yeah, well, I think that's a good point. I think the people at the top are probably gonna play it anyway because if they're raking in money, you might as well. But I think there's gonna be a big disparity between the top tier and the rest of the community.
Yeah, I think they just kind of pulled the string on getting new people into the competitive scene. You're gonna see the Boogas and the Tifus,
same names,
continue to be in there, but I don't think you're gonna get new up and coming people because I think it's gonna turn away from potential new players.
Yeah,
good point.
And they're gonna go a different avenue. If I played competitive, and I died to a shark in a tournament that could potentially make me like $100,000, I would be so freaking pissed. So yeah, I just I don't know how this map works for the competitive scene. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm interested to see the first FNCS weekend that they do because there's going to be a lot of tweets about people just like the zone ended over water over here, and so let's stay tuned to this one and come back to it maybe in a couple weeks to see where the competitive is. But I can't see it prevailing. I think they're hurting themselves from this map update, and maybe that's what they want to do. Maybe they don't want to be a competitive thing anymore because it caused too much of a headache. And maybe this is the first sign of that. They want to get back to more of a casual game. Yeah. So with that being said, what is Fortnite now? What are we dealing with? Because this isn't season 5 or 6 that we loved and everybody kind of loved before they started yelling about it. No. This is a different game now. I'll start with this one. It's a kids game now to me.
Yeah,
it is just now more than ever it is, Mendy, and it's
been a kids game.
It not until now am I allowed that I'm going to say that it's a kids game. You have like the hunting rifle, the pillow that it shoots out. Like that's what I was like, dude. They're nerfing this game to kids, even more than it was before. It's just for casual players. They don't want sweaty people in it anymore. They're transitioning away to a new game, a new style, because they think this is going to be for the long haul and not the short haul success with competitive games. And I think it's going to bring a lot less off the servers, have a more of a casual game than a casual and a competitive game. So I think this is the first steps we're seeing towards that. I am completely out on Fortnite. I do not want to play Fortnite again. It's just It's changed too much. It is not what it was. It's not what I love.
They change something, you're gonna hop right back in. There's
I'm
no way you're
I almost
done.
uninstalled the other night. I really did.
Stop.
We were
You're
thinking
sounding like a boomer right now.
we were thinking about doing Fortnite for game night, so I was like, all right, I won't uninstall it. I would love to never play Fortnite again. I
You
really
are
would.
so lying right now. Somebody clip this moment.
If they do an event, I might keep it just so I can go to the event.
The second
just
they
'cause
change something, the second they do something, you're hopping right back in.
I don't think they know what to change at this point, Mendy, to save it and make it what it was. I'm out. I don't want to play it anymore. And this is just me. Alli, what do you think?
I feel like I'm a little bit different because of the casual players that we are. Like, when I go and play Fortnite, I don't play it because I think that I'm going to win. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, especially now it's fun. Now we get to hang out with viewers while we play it. We distract ourselves because, like you said, that competitive aspect, that's gone. Like, it's not. I used to really disagree heavily with people saying, like, it's a kid's game. And say, like, you're only saying it's a kid's game because it has like a weird animation style.
Yeah, it's not like cartoon.
And
style.
so, but now I absolutely understand why people would say that, given especially this season, all of the stuff that they added, the fun stuff. I guess.
If you took me from season 5 and were like, this is what Fortnite's going to be like in a year or whatever, I'd be like, what is this? Like, we spent the last game on our stream the other day, we spent 3/4 of the match riding around on boats and sharks. Like, it was fun, sure, but we're not going to do that every game. Like, that's going to get old. But like, it's fun right now. But this is kind of a dangerous spot. I guess we'll see which way it goes.
It's really going to depend on the weekly updates.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Mendy, what do you think Fortnite is right now?
I think it's striving, baby. It's before it was dying, and now it's better than ever.
This is a good time for content creators right now. You got to get as many funny clips as you can right now. But I don't know how many good clips you're going to get because this is just crazy.
Yeah.
The view count is still there for Fortnite on Twitch.
True.
And I wonder if people are watching the big streamers trying to figure out how they're adjusting to the new stuff. I think we're going to see what Fortnite is in a couple weeks, whether it's still one of the top games or not.
Yeah.
Because people are really going to either be sick of it and don't care about it anymore, kind of the approach I'm going to take, or if it's going to thrive with this new casual thing and it still has a view. So, and
like you said, Stav, like you literally were just talking about it. We can't really look at the view count right now because anytime there's a new season, no matter what, like I said, with big streamers that haven't played it in months, they're gonna come back, so the viewers are gonna spike. But we'll see if 3 weeks from now, if it goes down like 30%, then you'll be able to tell if the community really likes it or not.
Yeah, and I think you can look at the peak hours, like 8 p.m. like at night, and if you start seeing that going from 200K to 175 to 150 to 125, and if it ever gets under 100, you'll have your answer of what people think about Fortnite. But we're not going to get it now. We're not going to get it next week. It's still going to be new. Keep your eye on that 3 or 4 weeks down the road from now. Nice. Fortnite. You're man, big week for Fortnite there.
That was a lot of Fortnite for me.
Mendy, did you get enough Fortnite in? You love freaking Fortnite. Like, do you want to talk more about Fortnite?
You can't get enough of this. Do you need to talk about Fortnite?
Fortnite. Nope, never playing it again. All right, let's go to gaming news. Shout out to EA Plays. I actually always thought it was EA Sports. I never knew it was actually EA Plays.
Why do they say EA Sports? Yeah.
But I just thought it was EA or EA Sports. I didn't know like the actual name was EA Plays.
Yeah.
I think Gnarly stole the plays from EA and just threw
That's what it was.
Gnarly from us.
So, big week for EA Plays. And let's start off with what I think should be Fortnite's biggest competitor. I love when they do this, Mendy. And Apex is so good at this, right? Apex, Fortnite's like, we're going to do this. and just take over the gaming world. And Apex is like, not so fast, my friend. We got something cool up our sleeve. Apex is so good at playing chess with Fortnite.
Or any other game, it seems like, even like Call of Duty or whatever.
Oh, they just dominate it, dude. And whenever we talk about a cool thing that either Fortnite puts in because they're playing checkers when Apex is playing chess, like Apex just always outdoes them, like in a way with their news. So
they put up a good fight. They definitely do.
Apex confirmed cross-platform gaming. Finally, like there's been so many podcasts, and
we always complain about it.
Big Apex players on, like Danks, like I have the Danks comes on. We ask them when they're gonna do this. When are they gonna do this? You know when they're gonna do it? Right when Fortnite puts out the worst update in the history of the game. Because guess what? We want all those people that are gonna leave Fortnite
Run away, yeah.
Because they're gonna leave Fortnite because they can't swim, and they're gonna go play Apex, bro. And it's just what timing. I absolutely love it. It's coming this fall, I believe.
Yeah.
Which will be here before we know it. I feel like I blinked and it was March. So it will be here. What do we think about cross-platform? Do you guys, Gnarly and Alli, do you guys like it for Fortnite and Call of Duty? What do you guys think? Do you guys like the cross-platform for games?
I do like cross-platform. What I was thinking, though, is it really considered Apex playing chess with Fortnite or really competing with Fortnite if their big thing that they're doing is something that Fortnite did a year ago? Like, Fortnite's been cross-platform. I guess it is big news for Apex, but it's big news for Apex because it's behind Fortnite.
I call it chess because they have their ace up their sleeve, and they're like, all right, when should we really capitalize on using this? And I feel like they do this at the right time.
Yeah.
I feel like they have like a little insider chart, like they know when they're gonna release something.
Yeah.
So like if say Apex did this 2 months ago in the midst of that Fortnite season, I feel like it's more accepted. Like for me, I'm just like, wow, Fortnite really stinks. I might go jump and play Apex right now because I really dislike Fortnite now.
And now I can play with my friends.
Yeah, we are not big Apex. Well, actually, she's never even played it. I played it for a week. I about to say like a week or so, and I didn't think it was garbage. I never really got into it, but I also had nobody to play with. I don't know why. I don't know if PlayStation is just kind of not as popular, or maybe I just didn't have the friends to play it. But I know a lot of people, especially through GGR, that play it. So now I think they'll see a spike now. Obviously, with like you just said, like the whole half the community of Fortnite who's not going to play it, and people like me who was like, okay, well now I have some people to play with, so now I'll hop on and have some fun.
I think that's comparable to like Overwatch. If Overwatch were cross-platform and we played with our friends with it, we would never play Fortnite again. We might play it once a week.
Yeah,
but
it's just any game you can play with friends. It'll make any game better. You guys know that.
True.
Especially battle royales more than anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
More than anything. Mendy,
because you can have as much fun as you want, but at the end of the day, you still want to win. Like you're still trying to win the game.
So true.
Yeah, I just try not to die. I don't care if I win. I just don't want to die. Like if I have one kill in any battle royale, I don't die. I'm just like, let's go. Oh. I get all pumped.
That was a good game.
Mendy, you've played Apex. We've been calling for cross-plat on Apex for a while. What do you think?
It's about damn time. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess their huge problem was maybe getting it on Nintendo Switch. I don't know if that was their plan. I don't know how that game's gonna look on Nintendo. Fortnite, I can get it because you can kind of downgrade the graphics, but Apex, I feel like, is so heavy on the graphics. I can't imagine what it'll look like on Nintendo Switch. But as far as crossplay goes, I'm hyped for it. I mean, we can now play with a bunch of other people that we couldn't even play with before because they're either on Xbox or PS4 or whatever it is. So I've just like what you guys are just saying with your friends, I think that's the coolest thing about it.
Love it. Absolutely love it. I think you're going to start hearing the Apex community disagree with each other more, similar to what happened with Fortnite. It's good for the game overall, but it's bad for the community because you're going to get people starting to yell at each other. Aim assist versus PC people. Are you going to be on PC lobbies if you're playing with similar like how trios are in competitive now? Like you get two people with aim assist
And one person, yeah.
PC person that can build and edit as you tunnel into the games. So you're going to start seeing both sides here. Good for the game overall, bad for the community because you're going to get everybody yelling at each other. Because I always thought it didn't matter in first-person shooters, but I guess it does because even Danks was saying they did some PC stuff, and the lobbies in PC are just crazy in Apex, and I didn't think it was much difference. So you're going to start seeing this out there. I'm a PC guy. Console, I don't mind the console playing, but after going from PC back to console, I just can't do it. It's kind of laggy and everything to me. So I think you're going to start seeing a lot more PC Apex players, similar to what you saw in Fortnite.
Yeah.
People that played on console just ended up buying a PC, started playing on PC servers because why not?
I think just console players are more casual, and the PC players are the ones that are so into it, and they have like all the high tech stuff, like the better refresh rate monitors and just better gear for playing the game. So I think that's why PC lobbies always seem to be sweatier than console lobbies.
I'm about it though. I'm excited, and Apex needs this because you need to be playing with your friends in Apex. Solo queuing Apex is terrible.
I think it goes for any BR game these days.
So I'm glad they finally did it. Love the timing of it. They introduced this new thing called Lost Treasures. I don't have too much information on it. I think it's just another. They do like these side quests. Like
stop so out on this.
It's like side missions though, and this is like one of those. It's like a trial or something that you like run through.
Yeah.
Like they added like a beast one a couple months ago, where like you go into the middle of the circle, beast comes at you in waves, and then you can get weapons off of it. So they tend to do this every now and then. I like it. It's just kind of new stuff. Keeps the community updated with it. They added mobile recons, so you used to have to go similar to the van in Fortnite. They used to have these stationary platforms, and now you can pick one up and call it in. Like it's with you at certain times, which I like. So you have to go completely across the map to get someone, or late game, like there's no vans or reboot stations. You can just be like, oop, got this, boom, what's up? You're back, homie. And then you're right next to him. They buffed the lifeline.
Everybody's freaking out over this.
Is kind of the healer of the group. You can res quick on a down player.
It puts like a shield in front of you too, so if anybody tries to get
I have seen that. Yeah,
but they did something a little bit different to it.
Yeah, the lifeline would put the shield up, protect you while you were getting res. Now it's automated. The shield goes out, and you can use that as a shield and shoot as the lifeline, where you couldn't do that before, which is huge. I think Lifeline's going to be on just about every competitive team going forward, just because of this. Like Lifeline was very team oriented, and now she's still team oriented, but can kind of be offensive at the same time. So that was a huge buff to Lifeline that I thought was needed. And after talking with some of our friends that are heavy in the Apex community, they said it was awesome for Lifeline. So big shout out for that buff. Apex, Mendy, did I miss anything with Apex?
I think you got the big ones there.
You sent me like this translation thing.
Oh, I don't know what the hell that was about.
I don't like reading, so I was like, nope, not doing it.
I tend to just send things out and I don't even look at it, but I'm like, yeah, maybe Stav will like
this. You do the work.
Yeah.
And he sent me a clip of, was it like the God of War game?
Yeah.
It was like a potential God of War game with like coming out with like Thor, so like Kratos versus Thor. I was like, Mendy, what happened here? He's like, I don't know, I didn't look at it, I just sent it over to you. And I was like, okay. Yeah, right. So EA again, after the Apex stuff, revealed Madden 21 and FIFA. Kitty, hey,
sorry.
I've been asking for the cat all week, and the cat finally comes up.
That was Oliver. That is my pride and joy.
It's the love of her life.
Yeah.
Hello, Oliver. Madden 21, FIFA 20 were revealed. Lamar Jackson's going to be on the cover of Madden 21. He almost got Madden cursed already. He crashed into a jet ski when playing just football on the beach earlier this week.
Yeah,
he was fine. He was fine.
Thank God.
He got fined from the Ravens, so he was okay. But Ravens were also like, Please don't,
Dude. Yeah, you gotta.
please just stay away. So with the Madden curse and everything, it was just interesting to see Lamar Jackson. But it's in crazy Patriots story. They drafted a rookie running back one year, and he was playing beach volleyball after like a really good rookie season, and destroyed his leg and never was able to play again.
Oh
So
my
like beach
God.
accidents, especially for athletes, it can be there. Sand gives out, careers over. So scary for Lamar Jackson, especially that he's on the cover of Madden. But I'm interested to see how sports games work on the new consoles that are coming out. Usually takes a year for them to really correct themselves with the new settings and everything, the new graphics. So I'm interested to see what the numbers look like, because console is where the sports players, gamers go. Lambo even said it to us yesterday, Mendy, that he keeps the console just so he can play Madden and what was the other game he mentioned? Maybe like 2K. I don't think he plays 2K, but like 2K, people play on the consoles a lot. Madden, people play on the consoles a lot. And it's just kind of easier to find the community on a console rather than the PC.
Yeah.
So interested to see what the numbers look like for the sports games coming out for 21, just with the new consoles out there. Let's see what else we got. Star Wars Squadrons. What I read, it's a pilot-based game. I thought it was going to be like a BR type game. Doesn't really look like it. It looks like you're flying around, and it takes place after the events of Return of the Jedi. So that's just kind of some timing for you there. Starts off single player. After you complete that, you can get to the multiplayer. I know a lot of people are pretty jacked up for this game.
Alli looks really excited for it.
She's really not ahead of
I
me.
saw some stuff about it, and I personally love story mode games. That's when we're like hanging out. If we're not playing Overwatch, like off stream, we're not playing Overwatch, and even on stream a lot, we'll play a story mode game. I think that it's really interesting, and I think that there have been a lot of good Star Wars games in the past, and I think that it has
Lego
a lot
Star
of
Wars.
potential. Great, thank you.
A good one.
It has a lot of like potential. I'm interested to see how it works.
Star Wars as a whole, and I've talked about this. I think a year plus ago. Star Wars the universe has a potential for such a good game. There's so much going on. You can just take 5% of the Star Wars universe and make it its own kind of game like setting. Like I really want a Darth Maul game. I just love Darth Maul. I want to learn.
I love Darth Maul too.
I'm just so curious to what happened with the lead up to Darth Maul. Give him his own game. I think they're doing a own Disney Plus show on him, but give me more Darth. Give me a movie. Give me a video game. Give me whatever. Like a young Darth Maul. Like give it to me now because I want it.
They have potential for everything.
Yeah, Star Wars. I feel like they've had a few good games, but they haven't had that that one big hit. Like I feel like they just haven't. They've had like I had what
like
is it?
Spider-Man.
Is it Battlefront? Like like Battlefront. I played it for a little while and kind of lost interest. I think Spider-Man they hit a good one. They had a bunch of Spider-Man games, and then this last one I think they executed it great. I feel like the whole community loved it, and hopefully Star Wars can do that too.
You could do it with all the characters, right? You could do a Darth Maul one. You could do a Luke. You could do a Han. You can
you can do
It's so deep. Like it's just there's so many freaking people in the Star Wars universe that you could just do the same game, keep the same buttons and everything, and then just switch up the settings. Kind of like with Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man's very similar to Batman, the Batman games. You jump around, you grapple here, you go here, you're flying around. You could just keep the same kind of game,
same formula,
update it to new characters and
because the characters in the universe, they're not just like 4 main characters and then side characters. There's like 30 characters that everybody loves. Like there's Darth Maul, Darth Vader, Luke, Princess Leia, like all of them. They're not all main characters, but they are. You know what I mean? There's so many people who love each character that they have a lot of potential for exactly what you just said, just the same game, different characters.
All right, let's start making a Star Wars game. Mendy will edit it. We'll come up with everything. Mendy will edit the entire game. So yeah, keep your eyes up for that. I think this one has the potential to be pretty big. I do. This Squadrons game. Yo, dude, gnarly. Skate 4, bro. Skate 4, bro.
Hell yeah, bruh.
Skate 4, bro.
Trying to rip it up, bruh.
Officially announced as in development, which is huge. When we announced the Tony Hawk Pro Skater being remodeled, we were saying, is this going to get Skate 4 to come out of retirement and get back up? And boy, howdy, did it ever, because we're grinding, bro. We're going to be doing all these ollies and everything. Oh, man, I can't wait. I love the skate games. They're just so fun, and just to kind of cruise around, and just like they're just like time fillers to me.
And really, it's a nice break. Like, I feel like everything especially now, everything's battle royale, everything's competitive. Sometimes you just play and relax. That's why sometimes we play Minecraft. Sometimes you just want to sit back and just have a nice time. But oh man, the skate. I don't know what happened in the production, but if I was just on their Twitter the other day, and their last tweet was like from 2010, and then nothing for 10 years, and then last week they just said we're back or something like that. So that was crazy.
I think I remember when I was looking into this that they went bankrupt after the third game.
Really?
And they were just like, yeah, it's not going to do it. Like, EA itself is just going to focus on the sports games and stuff. But I think EA is doing really well right now. And with Tony Hawk coming back up, they're like, all right, let's go back in and let's take over.
Give it a shot, yeah.
Let's take over the skateboarding market. Give me a GTA Online version of Skate 4 where you can just go around, kick it with people.
Big massive world.
Like role playing or something like that. But a giant open world of just online role playing.
That'd be awesome.
And you can just meet people. You can kick it. We can do like green and purple alien gangs, Mendy, if we want. And we can we just have fun. Just give me like a GTA style skating game where I can just vibe out, have fun, do some tricks, do some grinds, do some flips, fall, break some bones, like all that stuff. But I'm big about it, and let me know if you guys think this is true as well. To me, this is all because Tony Hawk got remastered. So Tony Hawk's coming out with a new game. EA said, heck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
I played Tony Hawk more than I played Skate, so I'm a little partial to the conversation. But I'm excited for Tony Hawk.
I'm interested because if those both come out at the same time, like, what am I going to choose? Like,
I would probably
Tony Hawk
lean
1
towards
was dope.
Tony Hawk, I think, for me.
I would actually go the skate route. I thought
I was just thinking. I think Tony Hawk is going to be a huge nostalgia thing, but it might. I think it might be a little stale after a little while. So at least skate will be something big. And obviously, if you've played any of the skate games before, the mechanics are way different than the Tony Hawk games.
I love the mechanics of the skate games.
Yeah,
that's why I lean that more than anything.
It feels like you're actually in control, as opposed to the Tony Hawk where you're just kind of bashing the buttons.
Yeah, that's what I do. You got me.
But like, there's nothing wrong with Tony Hawk. It's just
I'm still gonna play it.
Yeah.
I'm just interested if they come out at the same time, which one's gonna be bigger. So there's no timetable on this at all for anybody listening or watching. So just stay tuned. But there's gonna be more updates on Skate 4 as it comes out. I would love for it to be released before Christmas. Obviously, I think that's every game's goal is to get out before the holiday season.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to throw that timetable out there because I think that's what a lot of people shoot for. But hey, it could be next year's Christmas. Who knows?
Yeah.
The good thing is it's in development. So get ready for it. Skate 4 coming at you. TwitchCon. San Diego.
F.
Canceled. F's in chat. Kind of expected this one coming for a long time. They sat on it and just to see what kind of happened with the whole COVID stuff that's going on. They canceled it. Sucks. It's the smart thing to do. Just cancel it and don't worry about anything from your end. And don't put people in a position to really catch it and carry it going back. Because it's TwitchCon, a lot of people coming in from different parts of the entire world. And it just kind of it's the right thing to do. And some people will probably disagree and just say, no, you should go, but we're not going down that avenue. TwitchCon canceled, which sucks because I know a lot of people booked like Airbnbs and stuff like that and had the tickets and everything. So hopefully Twitch refunds everybody their tickets like that, and I know planes are pretty lenient with the cancellations for flights and stuff. So TwitchCon canceled. Hopefully everything can go up for next year. That's gaming news. Anybody want to add anything that we talked on?
No,
I'm excited for the Avengers game. I don't know if anyone else is.
What's this? You have an inside scoop over here?
Isn't that like a big thing?
Yeah, there is an Avengers game.
Did Oliver just come up on the table and tell you Avengers game was coming out, and then you're just like,
there is an Avengers game. You can. It's already available for like pre-order and stuff.
I think it's in the fall.
Well, go ahead, break this down for us. What do we got?
Yeah, I probably can't break it down, but I mean, I love Marvel.
Huge Marvel, yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure that it's a story mode game. I don't think that it's going to be online.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't hold me to that.
If it's an Avengers, then I'm kind of nervous. I feel like it's another one of those hit or misses. Like it has the chance to be a huge game, but if they don't execute it right, it could just be another of those superhero games that's kind of, a B-list game.
Avengers, like, are they going to have, like, is it going to be based off of one person? And then, like, you just kind of kick it around and you can go hang out with other people in the Avengers world? Like to me, that's what...
the description.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, here we go. September 4th, 2020.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's coming out soon.
Okay.
So Marvel's Avengers is an epic third-person action-adventure game that combines an original cinematic story with single-player and cooperative gameplay. Assemble into a team of up to 4 players online, master extraordinary abilities, customize your growing roster of heroes, and defend the Earth from escalating threats.
I wouldn't have been able to read that at all.
Oh, good.
That's why we actually pretend like we didn't know. We just try to avoid that. Thank you for helping us.
So it sounds like I get it. It's a save the world game based off the Avengers. Give us more, Alli. What else do you got?
It looks like you are able to play as various heroes, which should be exciting.
And it's showing that
look great.
It says assemble online, so maybe a little PvP action.
Yeah, you can up to 4 people. You can play together, I guess, to go through the campaign. I don't think that there's like an online battle.
Like a PvP.
Yeah.
Mode.
If we play the 4 people, Alli, will start with you, and then we'll go Sean, Mendy, and myself. Who are you going to be? Which character would you like?
I got mine. You can go first.
I am going to go with either Scarlet Witch or Captain Marvel because they are the 2 strongest heroes, and they're my 2 favorites, so why not?
Pick your favorites. I would definitely go with Doctor Strange. I think his whole... I love the Doctor Strange movie. I think he is... Like, his abilities are insane. So yeah, I think it'd be a pretty cool one to what they can do with him on a game.
I for sure thought you were going to pick Iron Man. Iron Man's his favorite, so I was locked and loaded for that answer.
That's what I was going for. I was gonna say Iron Man. You could like fly. You could like lasers and stuff.
Classic superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, has everybody seen Avengers Endgame here?
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, he's not. All right, I won't break. It's been over a year. I can talk about Avengers.
If you haven't seen it by now, I mean,
Come on.
Well, he's no longer with us, so he's probably can't be played in the game.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in the game.
Somewhere like you'll go to like Tony
well,
Stark.
they're still going to be an Iron Man. It just might not be Tony Stark.
They also have a partnership with PlayStation. So PlayStation players, let me dive in here to see exactly what they'll get. PlayStation players get additional benefits.
Cool.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it'll be like the Spider-Man game, but just Avengers kind of thing.
Yeah, you get
That's what it's
credits for
looking like.
customization, nameplates, legacy outfits. So I'm assuming you get to change your outfits and design and stuff like that. You have a 3-day early access too.
Ooh, there you go.
If you get it through PlayStation, a 72-hour one, and then a really cool PlayStation theme.
I don't know a ton of the characters. Is it a sellout if I just say I want to be Thor?
Yes. No. Sorry.
You're calling me a sellout?
I thought you said,
Yeah.
is
Yes,
it okay?
sellout.
I thought you said, is it okay if you want to be Thor? I love Thor.
Okay, I'll be Thor.
Thor's a
He's
good
ripped.
one. Hulk
Actually,
would be
no,
a
he's
good
like
one.
he was like it's kind of like the same story of my life. Like I was really jacked for a little bit, and then like I just got really fat because I drank a bunch of beer. So
Like Fortnite.
and he's just like really tough. So like yeah, give me Thor. Give me
He's,
Thor.
he's like a real superhero too, not just money.
Whoa.
Yeah, Mendy,
Whoa.
coming at you.
Wow.
The demigod.
Yeah, Thor doesn't need no fancy suit to fly around and shoot some.
Yeah, well, it's still cool. All right, guys.
Apparently, I'm a sellout for
Oh!
choosing Thor. So, yeah, good
happening.
catch, Iron Man over there. All right, so September 4th, Avengers coming out. You can catch all of us streaming that together.
No doubt.
And playing. That'll actually kind of. I think the 4v4 would be really fun to play through that.
Yeah.
I do. All right, you have any other breaking news over there?
No, that was it.
What's Carson saying? Is Carson gonna drop the next?
Oh, he's asleep.
He's knocked out right here on the ground.
Don't bother
He does-
him.
I thought Carson was gonna have some insider information after Oliver did it.
He doesn't know anything. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. All right, what do you got for us, Carson? What do you got? New game?
He's sleeping the fifth.
All right.
He said,
He's holding on to it. He's like, no.
So cute.
Excellent. Well, thank you for the Avengers tip. People that listening and watching can look out for that. September 4th. All right, Mendy, you want to do your little solo section here, that we can head on over to the next stuff after that. So take it away, my dude.
So last podcast, Craig marked me off for not mentioning one thing, so I made sure not only am I wearing it, but I got to make sure to mention it for the GGR merch. We do ! swag. I believe you can get the link to the lovely GGR merch, so definitely check it out. A lot of cool stuff in there, and thank you. And a lot of cool, I don't know, just like in Discord, tell us what you guys are interested in. Like, we recently put a USA flag and like a lovely British flag over it. So if you guys want something cool or like have a cool idea, like let us know in the Discord, and hopefully we can get it out to you. I think we need hats. I think that's what we need. We need some good hats in there.
Yeah, look at us, all three of us.
Yes.
thank
Love
you.
hats, baby.
I can have a GGR hat on.
Yeah, but you have
we need skull wraps, bro. Is what
get
we
out of
need.
here. Speedos for
We
the jet
need the
skis.
dad
Lenny.
hat.
Yeah, we need that too, Letty. But anybody that's tuning in right now, you're currently watching the podcast. We record this live every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and then we post it on our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to it, shame on you. If you don't know where to find it, just type in Good Game Report. If you want to find any of us where we're at, just type in Good Game Report. We're everywhere. I think last week I talked about Pinterest. I don't know why, but Pinterest has the most views out of all of our social media content. I still don't understand it.
It's probably her.
Alli, can you please explain to me how Pinterest works?
I am a big Pinterest fiend. That is my social media platform.
I don't get Pinterest. I recently dived into TikTok, and I think Craig got really upset about it, so now he's starting to fire up TikTok videos. So add us on TikTok. Just literally all you gotta do is just type in Good Game Report. We're everywhere. And to find this podcast, go on Spotify, Google, whatever it may be, just type in Good Game Report and you'll be able to find us. So cheers.
Pretty good, Mendy. That was a pretty good one. What do you guys rate that one?
7.5, 8. That was not bad.
7.5.
I got to talk about Pinterest, so I'll give
Oh,
it, I'll give it an
Pinterest.
8.5. Yes, I do still use Pinterest. It is a great resource.
I don't even know what Pinterest is. So, Lenny, yes, I called myself Thor. We're very similar bodies at our certain stages of live.
9 turtles out of 11.
9 turtles. Maybe we should do a turtle ranking for Mendy over here. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Thor says you did a pretty good job. So good job, Mendy.
Thank you, Fortnite playing Thor.
Alrighty. All right. Let's get into the general discussion too here. And this is I'm glad you guys were on, not only to talk about Fortnite and your love for Fortnite, but we have not had this conversation yet, and I'm happy that it's you two to have this discussion with. Let's talk about couples that stream together on streaming platforms. I think that's I don't know how to say it. I'm just going to couple streaming. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. That's adorable.
I feel like there's no other way to really say it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that you guys have been streaming together for a little bit. Mendy and I have been couple streaming for like 8 months.
Wait,
And
time.
it's been going pretty good.
I'm going to bring up something real quick. I had a brilliant idea. It was Valentine's Day, and I was like, yo, stop. We got to do something cool about this. And he said no. He shut me down. So we're
He wanted to
didn't even ask what it was.
Broke up on Valentine's
Just no.
Day.
Yeah,
He
we're-
wanted to like eat a steak dinner and like soup together.
Like a real date.
yeah,
like a
like that. That's a real date.
And live streaming it. No real day together, co-stream.
Thank you, Scooter.
We have a candle in front of us, like a bottle of wine.
And we just had like discussion. We had like set up questions for each other. So it'd be like I guess you could say a blind date, even though we obviously know each other. It was brilliant. I had all these ideas out, and he just goes, "No, I just want to play Fortnite because I only care about Fortnite."
Maybe this Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be playing this Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I'm free. I'm free, and
Nope. I'm finding
8
somebody
months.
else. Lenny,
Woo!
Lenny, you know where to find me, baby.
it's all right. I'll be with Scoot anyway.
It'll be you and Speedy.
That's fine. Pick pieces.
So
keep going.
let's how'd you guys meet? I want to hear kind of the story because I envision with all these Disney pictures that y'all sent, like I'm just
Were there
envisioning,
fireworks in
like,
the background?
No, it's not cute.
Like,
This would be the most millennial thing ever. But so whenever we have kids, I get to tell them, I met your mom. I was, chilling, swiping through Instagram.
Ah.
I was just like, man, I might need to shoot her a DM.
Oh.
So I put the shot up, and I would say I got, I don't know, I maybe blocked a little bit. I don't know. I got
I'm
enough.
a boyfriend. Of course I'm.
Hey, long story short, here we are.
Wait, I need to get my tea. I didn't realize it was this.
5.5 years later.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing. I wish we had a romantic story, but pretty much the opposite.
I thought it was gonna be like Alli was at like a door and she was struggling to get her keys out. And
I just moved in.
It was raining outside.
And like she like dropped something, and then like all of a sudden like you open the door and she like slowly looks up.
Made eye
and it's like
contact,
that, like
It's just quiet for a second or two.
just like very nice music, like.
That's what it was like when I saw the picture. That I saw. That was my version.
That was the slow mo moment. Got
Like
it.
the one spotlight. Like, oh.
I used to back when I wasn't a boomer, and I tried the DMing thing, Sean. I used to do like a ... and I would put a baseball at the end of it, and I would say like, "Oops, I dropped my baseball," and it didn't really work. So
I was gonna say it didn't work out.
That's the move.
I'm 31, closing in on 32 in 2 days, and I'm still single. So obviously it didn't work.
Not work.
For
It did
me,
not work.
but I always thought that was like a really good creative one. Just like, oops, I dropped my baseball.
It's funny. We met like through that, and then like I said, I had a boyfriend, but we became like best friends. Especially we both loved baseball. I managed my high school's baseball team, and he was on his high school's baseball team. We met when we were 15 and 16 and 17.
Yeah, 16, 17.
Yeah. So we became really good friends, and that's why we are dating.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice and cute.
But baseball did bring us together.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot.
It's a modern love story.
Yeah.
It is. And I'm glad there was that slow-mo experience with the picture, because that's just true love. So let's get into kind of to your streaming background. Sean, you mentioned that you kind of started streaming. So if you want to kind of start like, how you started off, and then you can kind of incorporate when Alli came in, was like, "Yo, you're such a good streamer. I want to stream with you too."
Yeah. She was trying to.
I think I can bring something to the stream that you're just missing.
Yeah, we're still waiting on it, but we'll get there eventually.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, maybe I think it was maybe summer of 2018. I would stream, and very inconsistently, like I didn't really post about it. I would like shoot it to a few friends and say, "Hey, I'm streaming," blah blah blah. But never really took it seriously. Yeah, it was kind of on and off, and I had a nice little setup where I would take her laptop and take her work laptop and use that as my face cam and stack it up on a bunch of boxes so it looked nice and you could see my face. But did that here and there. I guess I had a little bit of success. Met a few people, but never really stuck to it, especially because it was during college. So I was obviously a student, but then I was also playing baseball. So with workouts, class, practice, all that stuff, I kind of just streamed for fun and didn't really take it serious. And then it wasn't until this past Christmas, actually, younger brother got a brand new PC. And he was like, oh, I'm not going to throw this one out. So that's what I have here. And I had already bought an Elgato, like a capture card, because we obviously stream from PlayStation. So I was like, you know what? Like, I think I want to give this a shot. Like, I think I'll sit down and kind of take it more seriously. And when I started streaming regularly, I definitely had more success. And then I made the Instagram page so I could, try and connect with more people. And then I did that for maybe about a month. I think maybe for like January, I was solo streaming. And then towards the end of January or February, I don't know why. I don't know what pulled the trigger.
His brother and I fake fight all the time. Half fake fight. We're both like very stubborn people. And he like half insulted me that like I couldn't beat him in Fortnite. So I was like, I'm getting on right now. Like I haven't played before, but I'm getting on right now. And I had a lot of fun. And he was like, why don't you just sit next to me? And I was like, only if I can sit like far from the camera in the background. I don't have to talk, all of that. And then it developed from there.
Here she is, just like star of the stream. It's like her, then Carson, then maybe some of the cats, and then I'm just kind of there at the bottom, fighting the gameplay.
Not true.
Carson through the roof, baby. That's
Thank you.
He's got one of our channel points is redeeming a treat for Carson and every stream. That's a top one.
Stav and Mendy have a lot, and like people go to Mendy's stream to see Speedy.
That's that.
And Mendy went today to grab Speedy again so he can recover, because it hasn't been the same without Speedy there. So
I had to do outdoor streams to recover.
Sean, I remember like one of like the first like tweets or something I saw from you was your social media is really good. I think you do a really good job presenting your stream when you guys are going live and everything. I think that comes through on your Instagram and tweets a lot, and your Discord. It was like one of the first days Alli was streaming with you, and it was just like 3-4 people, and then your quote was, "Can you tell when my girlfriend came on the stream?" And it went up to like 8 or 9. And you were just like, damn it, bro. Like, all right, I got to do this going forward. And, I want to say that was around January, February. And that's when you but that was like the first tweet that I saw of
I think you put it in
and I was
Discord
like,
too.
all right, this is pretty funny. This is pretty funny.
I think there's different reasons why people might watch girl streamers. But I think some of it is that there are a lot of girl viewers that, just are looking for somebody to connect to. And also, us being a couple, you kind of get a glimpse into how we interact. And that's what our whole stream is. We're not, really amazing in any game, but you kind of get to see our interactions and our banter. And we just sit here and make fun of each other and sometimes get angry at each other. But that's a relationship. What are you going to do?
I know. And I really love it. Like, you guys have so much fun together. And, I think it's cool that you guys get to sit down, hang out with each other all night, and just kind of bond together. It looks like pure fun when you guys are playing together.
Yeah. It really
Except
is.
for the madness that goes on in Fortnite sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
But and that's one thing that I love about your streams and coming to your streams. I think that flows through into your community as well. They see it and they really enjoy it. And I think you guys do a great job with that.
That makes me so happy. I would just really hate to be putting my own personal love for video games aside. Like, even if I didn't play video games, I feel like I would still want to be involved, because I don't want to be the girlfriend that has to sit and watch Netflix by herself because her boyfriend's playing video games all night. You know what I mean? Like, why complain? Just try it. It's fun. I promise. Just give it a shot.
Yeah, and I don't. For anybody that's watched any of our streams before, we kind of we play every kind of game. We play. Well, I think right now Fortnite has been like our staple. We'll play it a few nights a week, but like you mentioned earlier, our scary games are our favorite and least favorite, because she absolutely hates it. She dreads the day, but it seems like our viewers love it. But we have a lot of fun with that, and if you notice, one of our tricks is I'll just make fun of it, how dumb the game is, but down inside, I'm sitting there, my hands are sweating, I'm getting. But no, it's definitely a lot of fun.
I just because you're playing it and Alli's listening to it.
She's
curled up and
she's
I promise I'm watching. I promise you I'm watching. I just have a technique where I put like one hand over, and then this blocks like this, so I'm left with this little space right there that I can see through and close when needed.
I just envision like watching like a really scary movie when I was like younger, and like to me it was always The Ring because I watched it when I was like 13 years old and I was just like very young when The Ring came out, and I had those moments where I was like,
it helps. It definitely helps.
It so helps to be ready. We actually every time we stream a scary game, it's cool because we end up getting to interact with new people. I guess because they're like how many people are watching Resident Evil, so if you know what I mean? Stuff like that. We're able to get new viewers, so I have to tell the story every time. I don't do scary. I hate everything scary. The scariest movie I've ever seen is the Friday the 13th remake with like Jared Padalecki. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's.
I watched one of the remakes on Netflix.
Like not even
like,
scary.
I get that it's like not considered a scary movie, but that's my limit of scary. So playing.
And you guys play some pretty messed up games.
Outlast is the worst thing I've ever played or watched.
It's rough. I don't know.
The first one was scary. We started the second one, and I can like confidently say we probably won't be playing that
one. We'll have to connect you with Super Crazy Mark, who is the king of scary games. He's played every scary game out there, so he has a list of them. Shawnee, trust me. If you want to keep this going, he can give you a list of like 100+ scary games
you never heard.
He can give you a list, but that list is going to be run by this boss right here, and they're probably all going to get a no.
And he'll rank them from like scariest, I bet too. Right. Like which one was in. I love Super Crazy Mark.
I wonder where Outlast 2 falls on that because the first Outlast was like pretty scary, but everything said that like Outlast 2 is one of the scariest games, and.
Oh God.
I can confirm. Like one session in, and I was like,
about it.
No.
I really like those streams that you guys do. Those ones are cute and also like cool at the same time. Like I know it probably kills Sean just like, oh, you have a cute stream, but like it is.
Hey, that's what are you gonna do?
Because like you're playing the game, right? And then like Alli's over there just reacting to the game. So it's like you have the streamer who's playing the game. But then you also have like a just chatting and like live reaction kind of stream going on with it too.
You get, like,
true. In one, and and it really works for you guys when you do it. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I might try to send over like night lights, so you can find a way where you can see you guys.
That's our problem. Is we have the it's one of our photography lights, so it's a great light. But when you're playing a scary game and the whole screen's dark, and you just see this bright white square in the side. But we can't. I mean, if we turn it off, it's just gonna be black.
Yeah, I remember you like I reached out and I was just like, oh, it just needs to be dark, and you mentioned about the lighting, like that, because that would be so freaking funny.
We really just need to invest in like a ring light, like just like a small little one. That'll light our faces up, and that's it.
And a Carson light.
And a Carson light, just for under the desk.
Please.
He's really hilarious in those streams. Like, cause I'll scream.
She'll scream. Like Carson will be like sleeping downstairs. Something. He'll bark and run up here. Like, all right, what's up? What's going on?
Everybody get up here. If you guys had to describe your stream in one word, what would it be? We'll start with you, Alli.
I would hope funny. That's like what I want our stream to be. I don't know if we are funny.
We think we're funny. I don't know.
Different maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. Because we're not like sometimes we'll do a music reaction stream and we'll have viewers request music. Like we just want to hang out with people because like there's a lot of people are like a lot of streamers are really good at one game and they want to stream it and show people how good they are, but that's not us. And we know that. We know that's not us. So we'll play some Fortnite and have fun and get competitive, or we'll listen to music and hang out with Chad, or we'll
react to TikToks.
No, we're not doing that again. That was bad.
I think that's what hurts some streamers is that if they're really good at one game and then they try to switch over to anything new or try to do something different other than what they're known for, like their viewers don't care for it.
Yeah.
So like what you guys are doing, you're always doing something fun, creative. I feel like almost every week you guys have like a different idea or like a new stream that's going on, and I think that's great, and that's how you grow like a great community out of it.
I agree. Okay, so what I just thought of a word. I think I would just describe it as raw. Like I think that we are we act exactly the same on stream as we do off stream. We're not the kind of people that are going to put on a show. Like, we're not like, what's going on, Gnarly and Sean? And, like, that's not who we are.
Yo,
like, I was gonna say Sean and Alli, whatever.
Skate 4 tonight, bro.
Yeah, no, it like raw enough to the fact, like, if I'm in a bad mood, like, we won't stream, or if he's in a bad mood, we won't stream because we know that it's not fun for viewers to watch us, like, like wow, shouldn't you have grabbed that med kit? God, I told you. Like,
that's how Stav is.
That's not fun to watch unless you're like actually raging. And we are not. I'm not bold enough to be able to like put on a show. If I'm in a bad mood, like, you'll know I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah, we like to be very transparent because we know, like, your viewers aren't like they don't have to be there. They're there to be entertained. They're not forced to be there. So you have to give them a reason to be there. And I think what's unique about us is, like, you get to see our interactions more than anything. And I think that helps. I think it's easier to stream because, like, when I would stream by myself, sometimes, like, you guys, I'm sure, go through it where you're kind of just, like, not at a loss for words, but, like, if nobody's in chat, you don't really have much to talk about. But with us two, even if there's nobody in chat or anything like that, we can still interact, and it's always fun. There's never really, like, a dull time.
That definitely makes streaming easier.
Yeah. Like, if you're solo queuing or you're playing your own game, like, you essentially have to talk to yourself at all times. And you know, treat as if chat is active or something like that. And, like, so it's like a mind game in itself. But when you guys are together streaming, you're always going back and forth. There's always some sort of communication. Just like, why didn't you pick me up there? Why didn't you res me?
Exactly. You get to see us go at it a little bit sometimes.
So that's always kind of cool and to have, because that's a huge benefit.
Yeah, I really respect solo streamers. I just had to stream by myself for the first time this past week. And he was like, why are you so nervous? And I was like, because if no one's talking in chat, like, do I talk to myself? Do I talk to the game? Like, can I still get mad at the game, or is it weird because there's no one talking to me? Like, I don't.
You can still get mad at the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can definitely still get mad at
the game. I like to say that people come to my streams because I'm so bad at video games. Like, we need to see, like I need to pump myself up. Let me go watch this nerd get this game so I can feel better about myself. So yeah, I'm at the king of the bots for a reason over here. It doesn't matter what game I play. It's just, even though I am an Omen main now in Valorant, so no big deal when it comes to that.
Yeah, I think, Mendy, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. You kind of, like, we are building our community around us, and you're just going to watch us kind of play whatever game that we kind of feel like playing, as opposed to, I want to watch Fortnite, and this guy's, like, sometimes this guy streams Fortnite. I feel like we like to connect with our chat and our community, obviously, like everybody does, but I really do get the sense, and I'm grateful for our community that they're here for us, and they're like, all right, what are we playing today? Like, they're kind of just there to hang out with us, which is kind of what
we get that question a lot, like, what are we playing today?
Yeah.
I think that's such a great thing a community can get behind is the streamer as opposed to the game. I think you see a lot recently. Mendy hit on this, and I think Mendy changed his opinion on this really recently. And Mendy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're starting to see that people choose the game over the streamer, especially in this kind of weird scenario we're in, where, like, there's no main game. Like, Fortnite still has the views, and Call of Duty has the views, and Valorant's out there, and Apex is there. Like, people change. Like, people don't watch Tim when he plays the WoW or the Warcraft games when he's playing Call of Duty, or who's another good example? You see it with the smaller streamers a lot. Like, one person that I watch, Fear Itself, he used to play Fortnite with Ninja and all them. He's playing Valorant now, and he was at 150 to 200 when he was playing Fortnite. Now that he's playing Valorant, he's at like 50 to 100. So I think we're seeing our answers that people choose the game over the streamer sometimes. Unless you're a Nick Merckx or a Tim the Tap Man, where people are there for you, the streamer, as opposed to the game. Except WoW, because nobody likes watching WoW. Sorry to all the WoW fans out there.
I liked it.
I just don't know. Like, I can't watch him play it because I have zero clue what's going on.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Like, even if he, like, says funny stuff about WoW, I'm just like, did he just? Was that English? What did you just say, bro? Like, okay? I don't know what's going on. All right, neat. All right, what do you think some benefits are as streaming together that you guys may have noticed over these past couple months?
Do you want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna say that like having a girl on the stream helps. It does.
Why do you think
Not
I
what I
have a
was gonna say.
female turtle? I've been telling everybody
Oh,
this.
there it is. There it is. No, I
It's-
think I made the point earlier that like having at least, like I said, if nobody's in chat or anything, at least we still have that interaction. So
Yeah.
if you pop in early in the stream or when nobody's really in there, you're still kind of getting some interaction. So that definitely helps out.
And I don't think that either of us are, well, okay, maybe we are, I don't know. I don't think that we're very funny, like separate. Like, I don't know if I as an individual and him as an individual are like funny, but I think that our interactions and being able to play off of each other is kind of funny sometimes. And I think that's really beneficial.
Mixed with some bad gameplay.
Yeah.
That's a good recipe.
It's a good recipe to laugh.
Recipe. Well, I think you're both funny. Does that help?
Thanks.
Oh, well, thank you. Not too bad yourself.
Oh, not.
Mendy, I don't know about you.
Yes, good team. Yeah, I think that's a huge benefit, and we did kind of touch on it a little bit. There's always some sort of conversation going on when it's the two of you.
Yeah.
And whether it's maybe yelling at each other, like conversation during a stream is good because it almost lets the viewer engage and be like, "Oh, I know what they're talking about. Let me interact with what they're saying." And it's just kind of it's a nice way to involve your community because you're already talking. So if, like, say like I'm streaming and I'm playing like God of War and I'm just like this.
Yeah.
Like the person who's viewing isn't gonna be like, "Oh, he's talking about something funny that might have happened at the grocery store today." Like, "Oh, one time when I was at the checkout counter, like this happened to me too." Like, you have the conversation already going. Chat's just kind of filling it up a little bit, you know. You're putting bricks up. Chat's just kind of the concrete in the middle, kind of to go along with building that wall, which is the conversation.
Definitely, yeah.
Anything else? Like, did anything else you find with the streaming together that really jumps out?
I think that running a social media presence is easier when you're doing it as a couple too. Because like he works full time. I am a photographer full time, so I have a lot of downtime, which leaves me time to be able to go back and clip. But also, I can send the clips to him, and he can edit them and post them on the social media, rather than him having to sit and like go through like a 3-hour stream and then try to clip stuff and then try to edit clips and stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, it is way easier to have two people to create content and get that posted and keep people active than it is for just one person to do it all. Streaming is so much more work. I feel like,
I was gonna say,
I ever thought that I knew.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys know, but like if there's anybody in here that doesn't stream and just enjoys watching stream, like there's a lot of behind the scenes work. It's not just the live time. Like it's the preparation, it's the social media. You got to get clips, all that stuff. It's definitely a lot more work than just playing the game.
Yep.
So,
and if you don't stream, you don't see that. And
that's true. Yeah.
I think I think the preparation of like social media and just being active in social media is easy. It's the clipping that takes up the most time and making a note of like, oh, this was a funny thing. And going back, grabbing that clip, downloading it so you can then put it onto the social media. Social media is the easy part for me. The tech stuff that goes into getting the clips, and like taking the time to be like, okay, at 5 hours and 32 minutes,
right.
I may have done something that was clip worthy. I go back into my VOD and at 5:32, I'm just like, shoot, I didn't have the right time. Was it 5:31? Oh, I need to go back there. No, it was 5:33, and I go grab it there. But you guys cheat because you have two people doing it, so I'm really mad.
Hackers. Smart though. I'm glad you guys are, kind of picking each other up and getting the job done too. Because with solo streamer, unless if we can afford, a video editor or somebody else that can help us out, like it's a one-man squad or one-woman squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't get clips anyway because I stink. So
any clip is a good clip.
That's the hard part about running social media, though. Like every stream, sometimes something like hilarious or like worth posting doesn't happen every stream, and so some streams you have to get like 3 or 4 clips out of it. Otherwise, you're not going to have anything to post because I mean, we're not posting our gameplay. That's for sure. Like we're not posting any like crazy 10-person kills in 30 seconds. But yeah.
I finding clips, it's hit or miss. There's some streams where I'll bust out like 4 clips and I'm just like, wow, that was a really good clip night. Then like 2 streams in a row, I'll be like, dude, I didn't get a single clip like in that entire thing.
Yeah.
My problem is that I worry. I think I overthink my clips. I'm like, is this good enough to post? Like, I just posted a really good one. Is this gonna top over it, or is this kind of under what I just post? I think I overdo it too much, and that's why I skip days or just absolutely nothing comes out, and I'm just like, I don't know if this is even helping me out either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're TikTok famous now, Mendy. So
I'm TikTok. So yeah, everybody get on TikTok. Yeah, add me on TikTok. Let's go.
I will absolutely do that.
Mendy1011.
Don't do it. All right. Well, there's a lot of good things that come with the benefit side, but let's get down to it. What are some of the negatives that come in there? And I know y'all have a couple things in mind.
We got a hand raised.
We got a hand raised. I will go first. No, this is on your side. I know that I can be forgetful sometimes when it comes to, especially because we have the Elgato, so I have like a what is it called? A splitter that I have to go with my headset to the Elgato, which goes from the system to the TV to the computer. It's a lot of wires and setups, and if one thing gets unplugged, it's kind of a wild scramble to get everything set up. So I think it's easy to get frustrated with somebody else because when you're solo streaming, you're by yourself, so you can be frustrated with yourself, sure, but if you're frustrated with somebody else, that can probably get old pretty quick. And what my downside would be, I guess, would be that when everyone
has a list here.
This is the bad one. Would be that obviously both of us have to be free. Like, I work full time and I coach baseball at nights, which hasn't been a problem recently, obviously, with everything that's been going on, but we're getting back into it now. So if I have to coach 3 or 4 nights a week, like, that might cut back, even if she's available or if I'm available and she has a photography session. So it's it can be tough sometimes to make sure you're both on the same page and both available.
I can see that being a huge issue, especially once your baseball starts coming up, because I did a lot of nighttime like clinics in like teaching like kids like one-on-one sessions, and it was all at night. So like I completely understand and see like what you're talking about there. Alli, you and that's like, Sean, very smart answers there. Wasn't anything about
you see, I turned it on me like that.
It's all on my end, babe.
It's all my fault, babe. You're perfect.
All right, so Alli is gonna probably go in a little deeper right here. So Alli, what do you got?
I can only think of one like downside, and that is you're sitting right next to the person that you're pissed off at when you're playing the game, and it's really hard. Like, sometimes my like go-to line when I'm really mad and I'm trying not to be an asshole is, "What happened?" He'll like die before me, and I'll just be like, "What happened?" Because really in my head I'm like, why did you not just build or something like that? Like, when you're on the mic, you can have like a little bit of an argument and just let it go, but when you're streaming together, you still have to be
each other.
Yeah, you're face to face, you still have to be funny, like keep your viewers entertained, and like they don't want to see you guys argue unless it's like a funny argument, which is I feel like what we try to do if we're like mad that the other person died. It takes a lot of patience.
Whoa, what am I, like a child?
No, on no offense. I'm not good. So it took a lot of patience, I feel like, for him to tell his friends, like, no, we don't need a 4th because she's going to play, even though it's kind of like kind of going to harm us until she can get up to speed. But
nice.
Yeah.
What else you got? I feel like there's more in there.
There's more
keep going.
in
Keep going. Keep peeling.
No, I really can't think of anything. I think that it's helpful that we are like really good friends.
I was gonna say, it sounds kind of corny and cliche, but like, we get along really well. Like, we spend a lot of time together, and like I said, we act the same way we do on stream as we do off stream. Like, when after this, I'm sure we'll go hang out downstairs and make fun of each other and talk smack about each other, because that's just who we are. Like, we were friends first, and then we started dating, which is a good thing, and that's what you see on stream. We don't really, it sounds kind of like a cop-out, but as of so far, we're about 6 months in. There hasn't really been any really crazy, downfalls.
Oh wait, I thought of another one.
Here we go.
Oh,
yeah. Undermine
what a
everything
nice
I just
thing
said.
he just said.
Oh my god.
Sean was trying to like close it off like perfectly and just like
that was a good wrap up right there.
I loved it.
Sorry. It's hard to be on the same page about what we're gonna stream sometimes. I feel like I don't like making decisions. But so I'll be like, I don't really care what we play. But he's like, okay, well, I'll just post that we're playing Fortnite, and I'm like, no.
Right, you're like, just tell me. I don't care what we play.
That's like a food thing too. I feel like
this is the ultimate. Yo, where do you want to eat question? And you're just like, I don't care,
bro.
The what do you want to stream tonight question is huge. It's all I'm always like, I don't care.
Because I don't want to be rude. I don't want to just every night say, oh, we're playing this, and then her go like, oh, I don't really want to play that.
Just tell me what you want.
Yeah, it might be a little annoying.
I don't know what I want.
Just tell us.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. It's a downside. Like me, I could just play whatever, and like if I don't know what we're streaming tonight, then like I know it's my fault. But I feel like when you have somebody else to blame, it's easy to blame them.
I bet it is.
How many is this a nightly thing where you guys saying what's for dinner tonight, and Allie's like, I don't care, and then Sean's like, all right, sick, Chipotle, and she's like, nah, I'm not really feeling Chipotle, and just like you just said, just you don't care.
No, the line is, can you go take something out for dinner? Sure, babe. What do you feel like? Oh, I don't know. I don't care. And then I'll go down and like take chicken out, and she's like, we just had chicken. I don't know. I was like, well, then just tell me.
Fair.
I don't care.
I'll give him this one. I am indecisive. I don't know what I don't want until you start listening.
That's like the most cliche problem to have.
Loved it. Loved it. Loved that entire thing. Last question on the negatives. Sean, has there been any, or what is the number of nights where after the stream, after games, you've had to sleep on the couch due to arguments?
I have not slept on the couch.
We have a very comfortable couch. If that ever happens.
Yeah, no, but that wouldn't be a problem. But we sometimes after the stream, we're like, I think it all stems from, it's most of the time it's Fortnite, and most of the time we're pissed because we just did bad, and we're both in a bad mood, and we'll argue, and then we'll be quiet for 20 minutes, and it's like, all right, like and then it's fine, it's over. Like that's one of the things that, like we said, like we're very transparent. Like we're a couple, we live together, we see each other 24/7. You're gonna fight sometimes, like it's gonna happen, and that does happen. But we both know that it's just over something stupid like Fortnite and dying in Fortnite.
We're both very, very competitive, which I feel like
we were both like I played college baseball. She performed on a world stage. Like we're both very, very competitive. But it also sucks that we're not very good at video games. So that combination doesn't always work out.
I feel you.
Nice. Well, I'm glad there's been no couch nights so far.
Yeah.
Please keep us updated if what happens. And
I have a question. I want to ask a question for you guys.
Oh.
So anybody listening or watching to this right now, would you get like all the couples out there? Would you say you guys should stream together? Like, let's say if one person is streaming, should they also hop in? Like, would you recommend that for a couple?
I would.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, I changed my answer a little bit. Yes, if they understand, I guess, what goes into streaming. Like, I feel like I watched him first to get like the general understanding. Like, they don't want to see you argue, so you can't yell at him on stream, and like stuff like that. I feel like you have to have a general understanding of what's going on. So if one person is already streaming, then I think it's great. Like, I think it mixes things up, and to have a second personality depending on how you guys interact together. And we got to meet a lot of people through it too. So I feel like we have friends, like mutual friends because of it. And we get to spend every night together all night. And maybe that's not like the dream for some couples, but like it's great for us. We love it.
It definitely helps. It's also like, it's not like I streamed and I play video games and she was like, oh, sure, like I'll come on. Like she already had a love for video games before we even met. Like she grew up playing video games. So it felt pretty natural. We had always played video games for years before we even started streaming. So streaming together, I think if you guys both like playing video games, then I mean, what's the downside? But if you feel like you kind of have to force the other person into it, then maybe not, because even we weren't really sure about it, because it wasn't the video game problem for her. It was more so presenting yourself online in front of people that you don't know, which especially for a girl is not always the best thing, because there are a lot of bad people out there. But
It's a great way to like bond and spend time together, though, if it's something that you have fun with, rather than, like I said earlier, I feel like I always see tweets about like, oh, my boyfriend only cares about his PlayStation and stuff like that. But like, well, maybe try to get in there then. Like, that would be cool.
Alli, how do you deal with obviously like Twitch and streaming overall and social media is a very easy way for people to target female streamers and kind of people that put themselves out there as female streamers. How do you handle any negativity that comes your way for anybody out there listening right now that may be concerned about this kind of thing going forward?
So I have always been, I don't know the word, maybe independent. So like, I don't really like to back down from stuff like that. So like, if you're negative towards me, I could take it either way. Like, I could be mean, but I try not to do that. I try most of the time to like make a joke out of it. Like, someone could be like she's garbage, and I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right.
She's not thin-skinned at all. I think it's definitely tough, and I will let you talk again because I don't know anything about it. Obviously, I'm not a girl, but she is very thick-skinned when it comes to everything. Like, if we haven't had a whole lot of problems, but we did have one stream where we had some toxic people came in, and we made a clip out of it. Like, we thought it was funny, like stuff that doesn't really bother us, but I can see how that can definitely get under somebody's skin if it takes the right kind of person.
Yeah, I also like, there's a block/ban button for a reason. Like, if you're gonna insult me, like, fine, we can make jokes about it. Sometimes guys, I don't know, like to be guys. I don't know the word to make this not weird, but like kind of are sexual, I guess. It's really awkward. It happens, I feel like, whenever I'm in like another girl's stream, like I see it happen to them. Like, it's a common problem with female streamers. That stuff I don't joke about, like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's just harassment.
It's so easy to just hit block or ban from the channel.
Yeah, we don't need the viewer. We can just get rid of you.
Yeah.
Alli, you know what it is? It's 12, 13-year-olds that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And
what
it's annoying to see, and like it's just that's who the trolls are. That's who the trolls are. They're pre-teens or just teens thinking it's funny to go into someone's thing and say bad words to them and just try to be adults about
to
it.
get a reaction.
Absolutely.
But
that's
you're right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Banned for a reason. Like, that's why they have a ban. Just get them out of there.
We have a very, very clear line of like insults. Like I said, like completely fine with it. I insult him, he insults me. I insult me, he insults himself. Like, all about insult. It is perfectly fine. We'll joke with you and insult us with you. But
there's a line.
Yeah, if there's like any sort of bad stuff, like things that cross it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys know.
It's so easy to block. We have a good community. I would rather stream to 6 viewers that like love us and are entertaining than get 15 viewers but have 9 of them like harassing nonstop.
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to meet a lot of people, like especially through GGR. Like, we've met a lot of people that we're friends with, and we are not like, we are 2 individuals that just happen to like, we are 2 individuals that happen to be in a relationship. So like, she has friends, I have friends. Like, in the gaming community, she'll say, "Oh, I was talking to so and so today." And it's like, "Oh, really?" Like, we're not like this ultra like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess like jealous couple. Like, no, don't talk to her, don't talk to him. Like, we have mutual friends, and we're just 2 individuals.
I was in someone's stream like last week, and a guy was talking to me and said he had to like go do something, so he left the stream, and he was like, is Gnarly coming back? I need to ask him a question. I just feel like it's more respectful to ask the guy. And I was like,
what year is it? Like,
and he came back and he was like, "Oh, I just wanted to know if I could play with you guys." And I was like, "What?" Like, he was like, "You're allowed to talk to her. Like, we are 2 individual people." Like, it's like,
is it 1940s?
What?
Like, what
it was so weird. And I think that whole like, I guess, stigma around girls is super, super weird.
It's definitely opened my eyes a little bit too, because I know that stuff like that happens, but like, I've never seen it. Nobody's harassed me online or anything like that, but kind of getting a glimpse into what it's like to be a girl online, like it can be creepy, it can be scary, it's like intimidating. But if you have the mindset, if you have the mindset like she does, where we just like laugh about it, then whatever.
And it's just it's such an odd area. We tried doing this with Sunfire, Mendy. Remember when like I tried talking about like the female streamers or everything, and it's just like it's an uncomfortable kind of conversation, which shouldn't be uncomfortable.
Yeah, but you have to have it. You gotta.
And and it all kind of stems, and like I kind of understand Ninja's approach where he doesn't want to play with females just to kind of avoid the entire situation, because his chat then becomes more toxic because people just kind of lean into it, and and he just doesn't open the door for it at all, which is I disagree with. I disagree that he just shuts the door completely, but like at the same time I understand he tries to just avoid the entire thing, and it takes a lot of time. But Alli, you're very powerful, and I was gonna say independent, and you said that as well, and it comes off, and I think you do a really good job with handling that. I remember that clip you were talking about, Sean, and you did a great job handling that entire situation. I'm sure Allie's pretty feisty and can handle herself as well, and if she was ever
She doesn't need me.
I try very hard to not be feisty on stream. I think that if you asked my friends in real life, like, name like 3 words to describe Alli, it would probably be like funny, maybe smart, and then feisty. Like completely 100%.
Alli, if you had to give any advice for female streamers who are just starting right now, what are a couple words that you would like to share with them?
Well, first of all, I feel like not to stop goes to everyone, but especially females, because when you come across weirdos and stuff like that, sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to do this. Like, I don't want to stream or anything like that. But you have to kind of get past it. So I would say keep going would be like a big one. 2 would be like use the block and ban button. Like you're not sorry for my French, but like you're not an asshole for it. Like if they're harassing you, like do it. Who cares? It's one person. You know what I mean? And then to not let that stuff discourage you. Like the one clip that we were talking about earlier, like I could have easily been like pissed or upset because that was literally like one of like 20 messages that day. Like that, I could have easily been like, you know what, I'm not streaming, I'm done. But I mean, we made fun of it, we made light of a bad situation, and then used the block/ban when necessary, and just kind of have to keep it pushing.
I think you're right, and it may be tough for someone like to not be able to battle through that kind of wall that gets thrown in front of them, but crash through the wall and just keep going, because streaming is so fun.
There's a lot of good people out there. The majority of people out there are good-hearted people.
For sure.
Like make friends too. That would be a big one.
Yeah, reach out.
Like our chat was love them to death, like defending me. I don't know the word, like nonstop. Just like, even though we were making fun of it and it wasn't like a huge deal, our chat was like ready to go to war like that.
I love
so
that,
like make friends with people, make friends with people who will support you like that. Make friends with other girls. Like we have the girls group chat in the Good Game Report channel. Love it. They're all supportive. They're all great.
I got kicked out of that. What is going on? I was just.
I don't know, Thor.
I don't know. No boys allowed.
Stav had like access to it, so he would just chime in and talk to everyone. He'd be like, "Yeah, Craig, get out of here."
Going and just be like, "Beat it, Craig."
So somebody blocked him out of the channel.
Someone took me out. I was pissed.
That's so funny. No, it's
wanted to
keep
the conversation going as well.
I just wanted to hang out with all you guys.
I just want to talk games.
And they're stingy. I don't know if that's the right word, but I feel like you can relate this to anything. Like you could be like, "Oh, where'd you get your shirt?" Like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? You could do the same thing with streaming. Like, "Oh, how were you able to grow your channel? How do you grow your social media pages? How did you get such a good community?" Like I could easily, or any other girl in there could easily just not answer, just be like, "Oh, hard work." You know what I mean? But like just by talking and making friends, like I've shared some of my tips that I hope have helped people, and I have also gotten tips that I know have helped me. So
and that's true for the whole GGR community, for everybody. It's very supportive, and not just supportive as in like, "Oh, here I'll subscribe to you, I'll be in your stream and comment," but like actually sitting down and giving advice and having a conversation and forming, a friendship that you can move forward with.
Yeah, GGR has done really good, and there's definitely that core group of GGR people that are always down to support the people that kind of build the relationships, and that's what the GGR is for, to build relationships, help each other out, support when we can, ask questions and give answers when you can. and you guys are great proof of the GGR working, because you've built the relationships. You've been on now the podcast, game night, like you hanging out, like you are the definition of what the GGR was made for.
Right.
And it's shown because there's a lot of people now seeing your streams that wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for that. So
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I'm super happy that you guys joined and have been so positive in the community, because I'm really glad that we came across one another. And
Yeah, me too. That's what we make this joke all the time. Like we have met people online that support us way more than any of our friends in real life. It's crazy that like the you can have a real friendship with somebody just by meeting them through a video game.
I would love to go so much further into exactly.
Yeah, no, that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah,
that one hits home for me, and
Yeah.
I even
really
last night about it. So
Yeah.
that's an hour conversation to me right there.
Yeah.
so true.
We do not have the time for. We'll end on this question right here. And I'm going to try to combine two things I had written down. One, do you think we will see more couples start to stream with kind of the growth of streaming platforms, Twitch, Facebook, Mixer, YouTube? You think we'll start seeing more, not just gaming, like we're talking fitness, cooking, art,
Fishing,
singing,
jet skiing,
Fishing, jet skiing.
And if you had any advice for couples doing it, it may be the same advice that you just said for female streamers, because I think that's just good advice for any streamer. Just keep going. So I'll let you guys close out. We can start with Alli, if you want to go, if you have something that you would like to say here, and then Sean, we can get your opinion as well.
Sure.
I would love to see more couples streamers. Like, I can honestly say that I don't think that I don't know if I personally have come across a couple streamer. And I would love to. I think it would be really cool to interact with them. We have made friends with a couple who one of them streams, and now I talk to like the girlfriend every day, every single day, mostly about Disney, but it happens. And I think it would be really cool. It really is a lot of fun to do. And I would watch a couple streams, even past, like you said, even past video games, with like cooking. There's just such a big, I guess, market for it. Like, there's a lot of good interactions that can come out of it. And advice wise, I don't know.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, just I feel I'm trying to find like a good way to word like don't be fake. Like use your relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't put on a show because you can tell that
you can tell
when people are doing that. Even with like YouTube videos, like you can tell like, oh, they're doing an intro for their channel. Like they don't greet everyone like, what is up, guys? It is Alli and Gnarly. You know what I mean? That is very clearly fake. So just don't do that. Just be who you are as a couple, and then you'll build your community around people who want to watch that.
Yeah, I'm sure that there will be way more now, especially because even just like 10 years ago, it was the stereotype that boys play video games and girls do what I don't know what you guys do.
Thank you.
But now it's way more common. It's like not uncommon to come across girls playing video games. So I'm sure that we will kind of see that, especially like you guys were talking about. Twitch is way more than just video games now. You could film a workout, you could do art, you could do editing videos, you can do anything you want. Like, as long as you guys want to do it, it shouldn't be like a job.
Yeah.
Like there are some nights where we're like, oh yeah, like we have to stream in a half hour, but we're never like, oh, man, I wish we didn't have to stream tonight. Like, at the end of the day, all we're doing is sitting here playing a video game. All we did was turn on a camera. Like, it shouldn't be a job. It should be something you enjoy doing. Some of the stuff in the background, like it goes on behind the scenes, can be a kind of a lot of work, but you should just love the process. Just enjoy doing it.
I love that.
10 out of 10.
I love it. No, because I like seeing the fitness one, and like when you start browsing into like these different fields that Twitch has, and I use Twitch specifically because that's what I watch. You see a lot more couples out there. You see them doing workouts together in a garage, or singing. The girls singing and the guys playing the guitar in the background, and
guitar.
It's just nice. So
yeah.
You guys, anything else if you want to add it? If not, we can kind of start the wrapping up. And
no,
I don't. Yeah, we just want to say thank you. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys having us.
So thank you for coming on, and I'm glad we could not only talk about Fortnite, but also talk about the couple stuff as well. So
Yeah.
thank you. If you guys have any plugs you would
I'm
like to,
sorry.
yes, yes.
Good place to wrap up.
This is Oliver.
If you guys have any plugs, if you want to give any shout outs, feel free, whether it's to your community, your Twitch stuff, we'll promote everything.
If it's yours.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we're at GnxrlyPlays. All social media. We're obviously Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. Our Discord. You can just message us on Instagram. We'll shoot you an invite. Well, I'm kind of happy about our Discord. It's kind of growing a little bit. We love just like having conversations. I feel like the Discord is a place to where you kind of get away from like the fake interaction, and you get to like actually know your viewers, and you get to know us a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a lot of fun.
Pretty active. We talk about like everyday stuff in it. We also just added a really cool feature to it for like a self promo link within our Discord. So when we're not streaming, it gives everybody else a chance to like I'm trying to word it right. Like our viewers have made connections with each other too.
Yep.
Like now some of them play together, or we'll talk in the Discord and stuff like that. So I think that is a great thing about our Discord, because when we're not streaming, you can see like your friends who are, and it helps out our community. We don't want everyone to only watch us. Like,
yeah, we're all about spreading the love.
So.
We raid people all the time, all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, wrap it up. You can find us GnxrlyPlays on all social media. And I don't know, that's all I got. Yeah, thank you again. It was a lot of fun.
Mendy, any plugs?
Shout out to all my yours as usual. No, thank you guys for coming out. It was a lot of fun, and I don't really have anything shout outs. Just catch me on the skit skirt.
Check him on the jet ski. Love to see it. My plug goes out. Happy Father's Day to anybody out there.
Oh yeah,
happy all the daddies out there.
Yeah, happy to all the dads, and especially to all the daddies out there. You know who you are, all the daddies.
Lenny.
You love to see it. Now, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. All the fathers who game, big pogs, shout out. New dads, old dads, everybody's dads. Happy Father's Day. That's all I got. Gnarly, Alli, Mendy, thank you all. I had a great night tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
This was awesome.
This was a blast. Everybody in chat, big shout out to everybody sticking in there. These are just shows now, and like I try to do the hour and a half, but it goes like this one went 2.5 hours. So heck it, right? So I appreciate anybody who's been watching on Twitch the entire night, and anybody listening. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I got nothing else to say. I am parched. I need more water. I think I need a shot of tequila. I don't know. But seriously, everybody, thank you guys so much. Thank you for playing. Have a great night. Stavy Buckets, Mendy, Gnarly, Alli, we out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.